Welcome to LoganRobo's channel, broadcasting live on twitch.tv/LoganRobo and on youtube.com/LoganRobo. Tonight's game is Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Gambit. And now, the weather. Tonight we're looking at snow flurries, an overnight low of 15 degrees, and a 50% chance of Miles Edgeworth inspecting every nook and cranny. Thank you for tuning in to twitch.tv/LoganRobo and youtube.com/LoganRobo. Please enjoy the stream. And we are live! How is everybody doing? Welcome, hello! Hello. Hope everybody's doing well. I don't know if anybody is filtered in just yet, but even if you're lurking there, I appreciate you. It's good having you. So let's go ahead, and since I think it is just me. Oh, and I see Opinion over on YouTube saying, hey Opinion, I think you're the first one here. This is like the first time in a while that I've started the stream and I haven't had messages waiting for me already on Twitch. I assume everybody's off busy doing things or stuck in the snow for those who are local here. Cause I don't know what it's like where you are. It is a nightmare out there, but I hope you're doing well, Opinion. Let's go ahead and load up the game where we left off last time. So we're still doing the captive turnabout. And we just got done talking to an assassin guy with a really weird pointy, veiny head thing. And so yeah, so now we're just continuing our investigation. It's a long one, but hopefully it will be a good one here. You and I will continue the investigation, and I know just where to start. By solving that one particular mystery that's been dogging us this whole time. Knight's body was found in one of the prison workshops, but he was presumably being detained in one of the detention center's holding cells. So how did he wind up on the other side of these heavy security doors? I mean, obviously someone let him in. We just have to figure out who, I guess. Let's start by investigating the holding cells. Yeah, Mr. Knight's room, right? But, what about Mr. Fender? I'm sure he'll find us when he's ready. Oh, that's right, because last time he ran away from the assassin guy. Odumi is here with a little waving emote. How you doing, Odumi? So good to see you. I saw on Discord that you seem to be having an identity crisis, whether you should be calling yourself Z-Clips instead of Zento Cosmos, but how you doing, Odumi? Opinion saying, oh gosh, yeah, school was canceled today. Very pretty though. I'm just lucky that I'm not in school. The rest of my normal life was not canceled, but also so first thing out, the city, I guess, decided that they, in addition to the snow, they needed to work on one of the stoplights on my route. So yeah, it was just a bit of a nightmare. But I hope that you enjoyed your time off from school, Opinion. I'm sure he'll find us when he's ready. Sure, but he's kind of our boss, isn't he? Oh, well. Oh, and we just teleport right out there. We can't. Game doesn't even trust me to go to the door just because I'd want to wander around everywhere. March 28th, 1:34 p.m. Detention Center corridor. The victim's cell is just over there. Lead the way, Mr. Edgeworth. No, you're not gonna let me inspect the trophy case or the lockers or nothing? Who's shouting this? I don't know. We'll wait and see who it is. I've just about had it. Who's that? Oh, it's the security lady. Oh, what's that? Queen Katie raided with a party of two. Thank you so much for the raid, Queen Katie. I don't think we have any mods here right now, so I'll go ahead and do a shout out for you, Queen Katie. How was your stream? I thought of popping in while I was eating, but it looked like you were playing Slay the Princess again. Have you 100%ed it yet? How's it going? Let's see if it works. Come on, Twitch Guru. No, it did not work. Okay, let's try one more time. I'm gonna restart Twitch Guru. We're gonna try one more time with that. Shout out at Queen Katie. Let's see if we can get a clip, get a clip, get a clip. Hey, there's a clip from Tales of Berseria.
Heck yeah.
The good stuff, heck yeah.
I love him so much.
Yeah, you can tell that Queen Katie is enamored with that anime gentleman. But how was your stream, Queen Katie? It's been a little bit slow so far. Not a whole lot of people filtering in yet, so welcome, Queen Katie. Thank you for the raid. Let's see. Odobi says, I am having an identity crisis. Yes, Z-Clip sounds so cool, but Zetocosmos not copyrighted. Oh, is Z-Clips copyrighted? Is that what you can use? I am the last person to talk about coming up with names. It took me forever to settle on Logan Robo. Odubi says Zento Z-Clips, Zolar Z-Clips. Ooh, Zolar Z-Clips. And there's the raid. Quick said, watch out, the Queen of Raids and her bats are flying into your kingdom. Enjoy the raid. I hope your stream went well. Oh, and I see Opinion has another comment over on YouTube. Says, oh no, those poor workers. I didn't actually have any classes today, but my brothers are high schoolers. Plus, when my dad was working at a bar last night and like 2 customers showed up. That reminds me, okay, there was one time, this was like a few years back, so a buddy of mine has a band, and his band was performing at a venue in downtown Salt Lake. I say venue, it's like basically like a bar that had a stage, but I wanted to go and like support it, but it was like 5 or 10 below zero that night. It was like freezing cold. It was late in the evening. So I traveled downtown Salt Lake that night was like a ghost town. There was nobody there. I got there and I felt so bad because like it was just timing. And because the only audience that he had for his set was the band that was going on after him and me. Like, and that was it. But it was like, they did a great show, except one thing, and I'm gonna do this as a public service announcement, except for one thing. He had this idea where he set up his microphone stand, and he was like, had this like steampunk aesthetic to his outfit that he was wearing, and so he did the mic stand looking like that, and he decided, boy, wouldn't it look cool to have like a black light there right by the microphone, kind of shining on him? But he was like, I don't own a black light, I'll just make one. How hard could it be? I'll take a light bulb and just spray paint it black, because surely that's all a black light is. It's not what a black light is. Screwed it in and turned it on, and so he's doing his set, and he's singing, and the problem is all the heat from the light bulb eventually built up and started like melting the spray paint that's on it, and paint fumes started coming off, and so he's like singing, he's doing his thing, and then at one point after one song, he's like, I gotta stop, I gotta turn this off. The paint fumes are making me lightheaded. So that is not what a black light is, and please do not do that. I assume, Opinion, that's not what was going on at your dad's bar. But if that ever happens, don't let that happen. Let's see. Odubi with the emote. Quick Kitty says, hey, he said, I might be close to being done with Slay the Princess. You're still not done? You've been working on 100%ing that for so long. Odubi says, it's not copyrighted, but it is used. See, that's what I hate. That was one of the things that I felt bad at when I was trying to come up with a name for the channel. Every time I thought I had a name, I'd Google it. Someone already had it. And I think there is like a Logan Robo out there, because on Twitter, I had to do Logan_Robo. It was like fine on Twitch and on TikTok, but apparently not on Twitter. Let's see. Quickita says, I have 5 princesses left to finish galleries, which is exactly enough to finish another playthrough. So I'm pretty much set to be done. Oh, so next time will be the big finish for you. Beowulf says, hello, lonely man. Beowulf, how are you doing? Are you surviving the weather okay? Because you're even farther north than I am. Vera says, Vero early? Am Vero early? Vero be early? Good to see you. I hope we're gonna have fun tonight. I do need to make sure that tonight I am good and end on time and go to sleep immediately after the stream this evening, because I do have that acting gig first thing in the morning. And no, even if I go like to sleep the instant I get off stream, I am still going to get less than a full night's sleep. So I want to be rested and refreshed for it. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, but let's play a little bit more here now. So we just got out here, and there is Lagarde. I think last time we couldn't decide if that she should be like a Harley Quinn wall type of a character, or if she should have a French accent. I mean, I like the look of being like a Harley Quinn. Oh, it's a Nora raid. Wow, we just barely had a Queen Katie raid. Now a Nora raid. Let's go ahead and do a shout out for Nora here and see if Twitch Guru will work for you. While I have a little sip of water. And did not work. Okay, well, it's okay. It's okay. It didn't work first try for Queen Katie either. We're gonna give one more try for Nora. And how was your stream, Nora? What were you playing? And then we will get back to the game. If anyone's lurking, I promise we'll get to the game eventually. Let's see if it works this time. Nope. Okay, well, maybe we'll try later on. We'll give it a rest. We'll give Twitch Guru a chance to think about his decisions. But how was your stream? What were you playing? It says you were playing Fears to Fathom Woodbury Gate Getaway. I've never played that, but I hope that was good. I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, so like I said, I think we had to. I like the look of her with having a Harley Quinn accent. I just worry it might be a bit too close to Casarato or whatever his name was. So maybe we'll stick with French. Maybe we'll practice. Maybe we'll experiment. I don't know. Warden Lagarde. She must have come from the corridor marked no entry. He is still not talking, ma'am. Even with the evidence you borrowed from the precinct. Oh, so she's probably trying to interrogate Simeon Saint. I almost forgot about that guy. Let's try a Harley Quinn mulligan. No, and I tried so many times, I've lost count. What am I supposed to do? I can't send in a blank report. I think maybe we'll stick with that for a while. I kind of like it. I guess a killer for hire was always going to be a tough nut to crack. Okay, killer for hire. So that means either we're talking about, what was the guy's name? Canis, something like that. With the pointed head. It's either him. Or did they catch Shelly to kill her? I'm guessing Shelly to kill her was probably a one case only thing. It'd be nice to see him again. A killer for hire? Oh. I couldn't help overhearing Warden Lagarde, but were you just talking about body armor Canis? My, were you were listening, how very gauche of you. A girl's privacy is her armor, you know. Do you normally conduct interrogations of the man yourself? Well, that's right, because they have some weird relationship. Like, I think he had said something about how they have like an understanding, but she was also, but like they don't seem to like each other. So I'm not sure. Oh, it's not just him, darling. I try to have the occasional tete-a-tete with everyone, you see. I love how her little mink is alive. That's what it means to be a member of the family in this little home of ours. Oh, there isn't a person who hasn't made the pilgrimage to my office at least once. Is she like smooching all of them? Because she was smooching Fender. Your office? They do a pilgrimage to her off. No, you know what? No, I was gonna make a dirty joke. I'm not gonna make a dirty joke. This stream is rated T for teens. It's appropriate. Let me read a couple more comments in the chat though. Quick Katie says Vero. Vera says Katie. Beo says Ayo. Vera says Beo. So it's Ayo and Beo. Quick Katie says Yo. I'm almost done with Slay the Princess. Hype hype. Beowulf says I'm trying to read, watch stream, and mod for a friend. I'm fine. How can you multitask that much? Odubi said look how cute these are. Oh, those little emotes. I don't know where they're from, but they are adorable. Vera says oh hype hype with the pa.
Logan, make the dirty joke.
No!
Boo.
Ah! Thank you for the 10 bits. I should not make a dirty joke. Dirty jokes are not appropriate. No. Unless somebody pays me $1. No, not appropriate. Oh, a poll just appeared, non-binding. Will you riot if Logan ends early to sleep more? Riot! End at 2 hours to 59 minutes. It's okay if we end early. Only if tomorrow's stream is 4 hours. How long do we set slow-mo? Go ahead and cast your votes. It is non-binding. Let's see, Owen over on YouTube, opinion says, Body Harma Canis. Yes, okay. I'd forgotten his first name, and then as soon as it appeared on the screen, I remembered why I had forgotten it, because it is unusual. And Quickgator says, I might be finishing the 100% tomorrow, so that's pretty good timing. Odobi says, I have never played it. Ooh. Sometimes it sounds fancy, even if I've never played it. Quickita said, completing Slay the Princess on Valentine's will be dope. Beowulf says, the East can take back the snow. I know, but you know, we've been lucky, Beowulf. It has been a very mild winter so far. And there's the Nora raid. Nora saying, Nora raid, we will stab you. Oak saying the same. Atlantic saying, hey, hey. Quick Kitty says, hey, Nora. And Oak says, longa. Did you get a haircut? I did. I got a haircut yesterday. It is short and trim and hopefully ready for tomorrow's acting gig. I hope I look clean cut. And I think they said they're gonna give me some type of a beard in makeup tomorrow, because they said come clean shaven so we can put a beard on your face, which means they're probably gonna put a beard on my face. Or maybe just the other guy, and they're gonna look at me and say, no, you don't look believable that you'd be able to grow facial hair. How sweet, he's angling for an invite. Well, I suppose it is the hottest ticket in town. It's down this corridor here, darling. But FYI, I don't let just anybody wander in willy-nilly. Let's see, that would put it right around here. Okay, so it's gonna be in the office area, yeah? So, is it gonna be right here? If this is her office, then this has gotta be like a bathroom or something, right? And so, if she can go through this bathroom and then into, because that's in the print, that's gonna give her a back entry. Wait, but we didn't see a door in that workshop. So how, maybe there's like a hidden door? Yeah, there we go, Warden's office. Well, she's the killer. There we go, she is officially the killer. Hey, it's a wonderful room, if I do say so myself. All my guests rave about it. Okay, this might not be a bathroom though. I'd assume that this was like a, actually, I assumed that was like a bathtub or something. I guess you wouldn't have a bathtub in a public bathroom. Maybe it's a shower, but again, why would you have that? Maybe, oh, there's a door though. Oh, I was thinking of that as a step, like maybe it's a bed. So it's a door, it's like a closet. And this is just a pillar. We'll eventually see that room, I'm sure. And who wouldn't want to take a view of my fabulous god? Oh! I need to read some chat, apparently. I will read some chat. I'll read some chat. Thank you very much, Nora, for the Tomcat. Nora said, that game is awful, bro. Wait, the one that you were playing? And Oak says, Vero! Vero says, Oak! Nora says, I hate that game. I am so tired and hungry, and my head hurts. And Nora, you gotta do your math homework. You gotta do your math homework, child. Oak says, it's a good game, but we're at the ending, and it's hard as F. In the sense of like when you hear really good songs, like, that song goes so hard, or it's like actually difficult. Oak says you have to run away at a freakish speed, but there's no sprint button. Oh, it reminds me when we were playing Bramble the Mountain King. Quickita said, Fifi was talking about Canis. Nora said, the mystery pizza box has vegetables on it. The day is just bad. Nora says, oh wait, they're pickles. I can accept this. Ew, I like sweet pickles, but not dill. Oh, do me with a bunch more little emotes. Oak says, non-binary poll. Oh, instead of non-binding, took me a second. Vera said he didn't answer, so 1 minute slow-mo. Nora said that's how I read it too. Oak said Longwell's hair looks prim and proper. I'm just, like I said, I'm trying to be clean shaven here. Clean cut. Clean cut, that's the word, clean cut. And who wouldn't want to take a view of my fabulous garden in the yard? Ooh la la. Okay, so is this the prison yard then? Maybe this is the garden? It would be weird to have such a tiny prison yard. But again, I don't remember there being another back door heading into the workshop. The yard, if it's anything like the rest of the place, is probably full of adorable animals, right? Can I see? Oh, it is. It's full of all the carcasses. That's where we bury them. It's a pet cemetery. Building layout data updated in my organizer. A map of the facility, including the detention center and the prison proper. Oh, and the poll just finished with 93% of the vote, which was 69 votes. Nice. Going, it okay if we end early. We'll see if we need to. I'd like to try and go the long stream because like, and Nora contributing 490 channel points. Because like, there is a chance that if the shoot goes long tomorrow, I might have to cancel the stream. I'll like update in the afternoon if it looks like that. But we shall see. We shall find out together. But thank you very much for doing the poll there. Oh, darling, it's so sweet of you to take an interest, but I'm afraid that's just not possible. Why not? Because you're not a member of our home. Like I can be. Watch, you're gonna commit crimes. Smash the trophy case. Steal. I just took it. This is mine now. Arrest me. I want the animals. Ugh. If you want to see it that badly, you'll just have to get convicted for doing something unspeakable. That's a rather steep price to pay. Yeah, can't you just go to a pet store or a zoo? Actually, do they even have pet stores anymore? I feel like they don't. I feel like it's one of those things they stop because they're like inhumane. Oh, but just listen to me, chattering away like there's no tomorrow. It's time for Allie's lunchy brunch. Allie? The poor dear will be dying. Oh, is that the name of her mink stole? It's time for Allie's lunchy brunch. The poor dear will be dying. Allie? The sweetest little deer in all the world. I know I shouldn't have favorites, but you know how it is. Oh, so is it another inmate? Now to the yard with me. Ciao for now, darlings. So are we good with that voice instead of the French accent for her? Is that too similar to Carcerato? I wanted to ask her more about Caddis, but she dominated that conversation from start to finish. Wait, Papa? What is that? That's our third raid of the night. Okay, you know what? Let's do another shout out. Oh, actually, Vero, can you do the shout out? Would you be so kind? Because I don't need to anymore because we got a mod here. I don't have a sip of water.
He got gold.
Do have
gold. You have gold.
That's a train. That's a little guy.
Okay.
That's Honkai Star Rail, right? I'm slowly catching up, catching on to like what all your gacha games are. But how was your stream, Gallop? I hope it went well. Hope you're having a good evening.
Right.
And I have no idea who that is, but it looks like an anime waifu. So I hope it is the anime waifu that you wanted for Laifu. Let's see. Nora said, guess who didn't cry today? One of your friends, Nora? Oak says, Logan, show us the beard pics. I'm begging. Well, it's going to be a fake beard. It's going to be like a makeup one. I have grown facial hair before, and I don't look good in it. Quickita says, help. I think the Firefox update. What? Oh, it's a Nora shout out. It worked this time. Hiya, Dachi.
16-year-old
Hiya, Dachi.
will go and hang out with an adult man.
It's just a Dachi.
Because that makes sense.
It's just a Dachi. What do you think a Dachi's gonna do, Nora?
I'm kidding. I know Adachi is a good guy.
There. I thought you were impugning his good name, Nora. But thank you very much for doing those shoutouts, Vero. Quickita says, help. I think the Firefox update made my spreadsheets a black void. My name facts, my spoiler clips all. I'm worried about updating Firefox, but I avoid updating like anything unless I have to. And Firefox recently gave me a warning. It's like, you're not going to be able to use Firefox next month if you don't update soon, because some certificate's going to expire. I should play more of the game, though. I'll be back to the chat in a minute, though. I wanted to ask her more about... Huh?
Hey, loser.
Hey.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Almost.
Love you, man.
Hey.
I would make a joke, but that goes against the spirit of the holiday.
Oh, of all the times that you could dig into me. But thank you very much. Clam, how you doing? Thank you for the 10 bits. Ow, why? Why? Thank you, Gallop. But how you doing, Clam? Are you feeling any better? Had you gotten sick or lost your voice? Which was it? I have a hard time keeping track of everybody's maladies. But thank you so much for being here, Clam. I hope it's going well. And I think I told you before, I did find out that the commercial I'm doing tomorrow is with our good friend Classic Brian. So I think that'll be a fun time for all. And by all, I mean by me. So, but yeah, I should play some game. If you're lurking and you've been waiting through all this of not playing game, I appreciate you. You are the real hero here. I wanted to ask her more about Canis, but she dominated that conversation from start to finish. Sigh. Let's go investigate the victim's cell, shall we? Walking. What is that thing? It's like a little cabinet or something. Yeah, what the heck is that? I mean, it's nice that he has a bookshelf. Oh, look, they even gave him a little privacy partition for his toilet. Isn't that nice? Oh, it looks like the cell has a window. Does that look out into the same yard that Lagarde was talking about? March 28th with the blah, 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 blah.
Man, you mentioned trains and I had to stop myself from mentioning Astro Train, but then Clem made the jab about Valentine's. Now I'm wondering if it's the curse of modding for Logan Robo or me starting to like Transformers that stopped me from getting a date for Valentine's.
It's probably me. I'm pretty sure that my inability to get a date is contagious. So my sincere apologies for that. You should buy an Astro Train action figure, then you can date Astro Train. Maybe something like that. But thank you so much for the 10 bits. I need to respond to more of your stuff. I have things I need to say to you about the end of Beast Wars and ask you about that and the beginning of Animated. But I'm probably not going to be able to do it tomorrow either because I'm going to be working all day right up until when the stream starts. But I am excited to talk to you and to nerd out with you, Vero, about Transformers stuff. Okay. And thank you for the 10 bits. I do appreciate it. March 28th, 1:43 p.m. Detention Center holding cell. So this is Knight's cell. When do you think he was brought in, Mr. Edgeworth? It would have to have been the evening of the 25th, just off to the events at the lake. And then, at some point, he wound up in the prison proper. But how? There must be some evidence here that will point us in the right direction. All right, let's get looking, Mr. Edgeworth. Begin investigation. Detention center holding cell. And then, why are you looking at me? Don't look at me. I don't know what to do. Why are you looking at me, bro and sister? I don't know.
These are my final 10 bits, so I would like to say, thank you so much, Longa, for being so amazing. You always make me happy with these streams, so I wanted to show my appreciation. Less than 3, we love you, Longa. I promise when I get money again, I will return to scaring you, but for...
But for now, here is the last boo. I can afford. Frowny face. / Boo. It's so scary. But thank you so much for the 10 bits, Oak, and please don't ever feel like an obligation to spend bits in the chat. That generosity, as I said before, is always appreciated, never required. But I'm very grateful for it. Also, hang on. I just realized we're almost a half hour into stream and we haven't saved yet. So let me go ahead and make sure that I am doing good best practices and saving here. But thank you very much, Oak, for the 10 bits and for the really kind words. I super appreciate that. Even more than the bits, I appreciate the kind words. Thank you so much. Okay, so I'm guessing that thing... Oh, wait, there's like a ball and chain to the table? I guess the table isn't attached and people are afraid they'll steal it. Okay, so obvious things will have evidence. There's gonna be his jacket and whatever that thing is on the desk. We want to investigate everything else first, just in case we get more content. Can we talk to this guard, though, first? Keep up the good work, officer. Sir! Yup, there's absolutely no need to keep an eye on us. We will not do crimes. Huh? Oh, Anonymous, just Batmanon, gifted a sub to Nora. Thank you so much, Batmanon. Nora, you now once again will have access to the emotes and the Hey Hey channel. And by the way, I hope you all got your emote entries in, because assuming the stream tomorrow doesn't get canceled, that's when we're going to announce the winner of the emote contest. But thank you so much, Batmanon. Thank you, and Nora, I hope you enjoy the sub. Because we're two great thieves of justice. Now, I know what you're thinking. Does that mean we steal justice? Or that we're thieves who only steal stuff for the sake of justice? And the answer is yes. Oh, what now? You really needn't pluralize thieves on my account, Kay. Oh, and good, he turns right back around. Okay, well, let's first of all start by peeing standing up. Actually not. Edgeworth pees sitting down. He pees sitting down with his legs crossed at the knee, like a proper gentleman. The bowl is nice and spotless. And there are no signs that the toilet paper has been used. Yeah, Horace Knightley doesn't need to use toilet paper.
Pull up no additional votes.
Oh, there is a poll. Sorry, I didn't notice it. Chat Sruvi, how many people are single yet make fun of Longa? And the options are, I have a Valentine's, lol, or I'm lonely yet I make fun. I'll vote as well as I'm lonely yet I make fun, because I also make fun of myself. But wait, so I'm gonna guess it's Oak that has a Valentine. Oh, no, now 2 people have voted I have a Valentine. Ooh. Is there a second person in our chat? Oh, wait, might be Odumi. Because I think Odumi has a significant other. So I'm gonna guess those are the 2 that have peeps. But thank you very much. Let's have an opinion over on YouTube saying trans Edgeworth W. And there are no signs that the toilet paper has been used. Also, are we gonna look at there's like not a sign of it being used, but there is a sign above the toilet paper. I wonder if it's like proper toilet paper instructions, like, warning, we only use 1 ply here, so tear off 2 squares and fold them in half. Everything seems to be in order with this toilet here. What, are you serious? Why? What's wrong? There's no door. There's not even a curtain. Whoever designed this place should have thought a little more about the people who have to live here. I think there might be a reason behind the open plan layout. It makes the place feel more spacious. I like to be able to stretch my legs when I tinkle. Okay, I'll look at the window. A standard barred window. No signs of it having been tampered with. I don't think there's any chance our killer escaped through here. Haha, must remember to bring... Did you just punch Edgeworth? Bring something to saw through iron bars with. As they say, fail to prepare, prepare to fail. Glad I got the chance to scope this place out. Okay, we're investigating a crime scene, not preparing for your eventual escape. Can I can't look at the sign? Like, it's so conspicuous that there's a sign there. Okay, and I can't look at that little hole below the window either. All right, let's take a look at the sink. There's a toothbrush there. Oh, and a mirror with a view of the security camera. Reflected in the mirror is a security camera, a great thief's greatest enemy. Oh, and the poll is done. It's a 50-50 split. So half of you have a Valentine? Come on, Dish. You gotta tell me. And you gotta bring your Valentine here for me to meet your Valentine and make sure that your Valentine has good, noble intentions. But I gotta know who's the four. Again, I'm guessing Oak, I'm guessing Odumi, but I don't know who the other two are. But thank you very much for doing that poll, Vero. I appreciate it. A great thief's greatest enemy. Nothing about this place is very thief-friendly, if I'm being honest. I think that might be the entirely deliberate K. God!
Logan says has not Chat's dad yet. He says stuff like that.
I'm not Chat's dad. I'm Chat's very protective older brother. That's who I am. Because then you guys can't call me daddy or some gross thing like that. Oh crap, except then you can call me Odi-chan. I am an older, not a brother, a cousin who lives in close enough proximity that was raised around all of you and acts like a brother, but is not a brother. So don't call me daddy, don't call me Oni-chan. Okay, deal. Let me read a couple more comments in the chat, though. Vera says, oh, and thank you very much for the 10 bits, by the way, Vera. Vera says, lurk, getting more water. Nora said, finish my math homework. Good. Nora, I was worried when I saw you were working on emotes instead of your math homework. Oak says, looking fresh, Mr. Longa. Ah, thank you. I feel like I always need a couple of days to, like, grow into a haircut. And so it's like a little bit shorter than I prefer. I like it a little bit longer, but it'll get there. Quigita said, nabbing wafers. Nora said, no Wendy, no Crystal, no Magpie, no Rukov. They're all dead. No, I think Wendy just isn't feeling well. And Crystal is probably in school right now. And Magpie also isn't feeling well. And Rukov, it might be sleeping. Rukov should be sleeping. Rukov has early mornings. Oak says, Lagarde looks like a literal bird. I'll have to think about it next time I see it. Oh, and a pinned message written by Queen Katie, pinned by Vera, says, Logan, do you not recall our conversation about Sword Art Online Season 2? Cousin is not a good choice, lol. Do pin if you want. Oh, wait, no, I thought she was a sister. Did it turn out that she was like biologically... Oh, no, that's right, because then we talked about Franklin Roosevelt and Eleanor Roosevelt being cousins and things like that. Okay, fine. What type of relative that is not a dad or an older brother can I be that will not be gross or weird? But thank you very much for the pin message. I appreciate it. And again, we're going to read a couple more quick comments here. Yeah, so I'll keep an eye out the next time we see Lagarde. See, can we get his back with wafers? Oh, nap, third raid. With the pa-pa-pa.
Grandpa?
No! No. No. You're making me sad. But thank you very much for the 10 bits.
Okay, well, you guys ready to hear Fantasy Byakuya to say mean things to us that'll make us sad? Man, I sucked this chapter, you guys.
Oh. This is where I realized he has no nipples.
The roses are black instead of red.
Open your palm. I think I need to spit.
Wait, what? That's not what he said in the video that we looked up when...
So there you go. And Nora, since you still haven't finished Danganronpa 1, I will not tell you where in the timeline that takes place. But in that spin-off game, you do, every time you finish a section and it gives you a grade, it decides to show you, for some reason, a fantasy that at some point Toko had about Byakuya that is either nice or mean to you based on how well you did that chapter. So since I got a D, it was that. It was that. So my apologies that you had to witness a nippleless Byakuya wanting to spit into your palm. But so in case you can't tell, Toko has a crush on Byakuya. But there you go. There you go. Thank you very much. I assume that was Vero who did that Logan Clip Roulette shout out. Atlantic says, correct. Honda Star Rail. Nora said, Vero, can I have my shout out soon to see if it works? Oh, do me with another dancing emote. Vero says, bet. Okay, so I'm at where Nora had her shout out. Noak says, Adachi's just a chill guy. I know, I can't believe that Nora was being so mean to Adachi. This is so silly. He even made it onto our start screen in this channel. All right, let's play a little bit more of the game here. I'd like you to retrieve the footage from the security camera and review it as carefully as you can. If you see anything out of the ordinary, inform me immediately. Or just like let us watch it too. I don't know if this guard is good at determining what is or isn't out of the ordinary. Because clearly whoever was like at that foot sink wanted to keep an eye on the camera behind him or herself. Yes, sir! Running. Oh, hey, we're no longer supervised. We can leave. We can escape the prison. We can just... Okay, you stay in the prison. You're a criminal. Okay, so that is checked off now. What else can we look at? I guess it's gonna be the desk and the bed, right?
I mean, God is kinda handsome and makes him reliable in my eyes.
So being handsome makes him reliable? I thought he was like just a generic looking guy, but then again, I guess generic looking anime character can still be handsome or attractive. But thank you very much, Vero. But don't let Phoenix Wright know, because Phoenix Wright is your husband. Oh, and a pin message, pinned by Vero, written by Oak, saying aunt or aunt if you want to be fancy. Not your aunt either, or aunt. I prefer aunt, but I feel like some of y'all might say aunt. Oh, and a pin message written by Queen Katie said, how about a spiritual best friend, like the green dude from Mob Psycho? No weirdo-ness to be found. So that is a Dimple. So I could be y'all's Dimple? Yeah, I'm Dimple. Can I be Reagan Arataka instead? Because he had kind of like a protective, paternal relationship with Mob. I wanna be Reagan, but I'll be Dimple if that's all we got. Okay, let's look at the bed. I must scour the scene and inspect every nook and cranny of anything that catches my attention. Okay, so first of all, we got a torn out newspaper, we got a pillow, and we got a jacket. Oh, and somebody swept up the floor here, apparently. Let's check that first. There's something different about this spot here. This part of the floor is weirdly clean. Did somebody wipe it down or something? White floor. Is there something in the cell that could have been used to wipe the floor? The pillow or the jacket or the newspaper, like pretty much anything could. Anything, anything with enough creativity and gumption, anything can wipe anything else. Why would somebody only do the part next to the bed, though? There's probably something there that wasn't supposed to be seen. This bed doesn't look very comfortable. Oh, was it Kay who said that, or was that Edgeworth who said it? I need to look at the lag and see. Oh, it was Edgeworth. But that pillow's cover is very clean. Spotless, in fact. Okay, so the pillow is probably not used to wipe the floor. I bet this is the kind of bed Gummy sleeps in. Is Tiff here yet? Already some gumshoe slander. I can just picture it, can't you? No. I sense he's more of a mattress on the floor type. He's one of those guys that has a mattress on the floor in the corner with a pillow, and then he has like a lawn chair and a TV. And then people take pictures. Like Maggie Bird probably takes pictures like, my boyfriend lives like this. Can you believe it? Oh, and a pin message. This one's written by Crystal saying, Granddaddy Logan. No! No, if I don't want to be y'all's daddy, I don't want to be your granddaddy either. But how you doing, Crystal? I wasn't sure if we'd see you. I thought you might be in class. How are you doing, Crystal? No, I sense he's more of a mattress on the floor type. Newspaper. Looks like there's a coupon for ice cream there. Hey, look, this newspaper's got a chunk of it missing. Well, there's also looked like a page of the newspaper over on the desk before. I'd assumed that Horace Knightley probably tore. I was gonna say like the crossword or the Sudoku that he tore out, but like sometimes newspapers will have a little chess puzzle, I bet he loves those things. Where it's like, white to mate into or something like that. You're right. A few of its pages have been roughly torn out. Your newspaper from the day before the incident, a few of its pages have been roughly torn out. poop into my brain. But why? Maybe Mr. Knight wanted to clean his cell, but didn't have a cleaning cloth. It's not a totally implausible theory, I suppose. But who would try to clean their cell? We should spray with luminol. Maybe there's some blood spilled on that, and that's why it was wiped up. Maybe it was wiped up with a page of the newspaper and then flushed down the toilet, because, like, the toilet paper hadn't been used. Edgeworth made a point of that. Jacket! This must be Knight's suit jacket. So I've been doing some research on my own. It turns out a jacket is an article of clothes. Oh, and what have you discovered? I've discovered that guys who look good in suits tend to be popular with the ladies. Specifically this lady. I have a type. But don't worry, Mr. Edgeworth, you look awful. I mean, your outfit is ridiculous. That frilly neck thing. Don't worry. Women, other than like one crazy old lady baby, they're not gonna come after you. So, Phoenix Wright has no competition. Guys with frilly neck ruffles are next on my research list. Oh, she actually was thinking about researching whether or not Miles Edgeworth is attractive. Chat, and we could do our own research. Chat, is Miles Edgeworth attractive? Is he hot? Please stop. And is that everything? What was that? Oh, Pamanon just gifted us up to Moonlight. Thank you, Pamanon. That's 2 in 1 night. Thank you. Oh, and a poll just appeared. How would Gummy sleep? Straight up on the floor. He goes couch diving, squeaky mattress on floor in the police department in Edgeworth's office. Oh, I was gonna say in the police department, but I love the idea that he sneaks into Edgeworth's office and like sleeps under his desk or something like that. But I also like the squeaky mattress on the floor because that's almost worse than just straight up on the floor in a weird way. But Batmanon, again, thank you so much for gifting this up to Moonlight. So does that mean Moonlight is here? I haven't got to that point in chat yet. Let me read a couple more comments in the chat then so I can get a little bit caught up. Beowulf says, happy Singles Awareness Day. I mean, it's not till tomorrow, but yes, believe me, I'm going to be very aware of my singleness. Nora said, I would love to see a DDLC clip since Vero is so nice. Could I perchance ask for more shameless plugs? I gotta make sure that Twitch Guru didn't go off again and I didn't realize it. We've seen some of your DDLC clips. Clem says, still don't have a voice, still feeling sick. Everyone else in my house is better though. Immune suppressant problem. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that, but you're right. Oh, get feeling better, Clem. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. Quick80 says, I think you're good after I shouted you out in mine, and it was a DDLC clip. Nora said, Quick80, true, but I do love my shameless plugs. Vera says, aw, shucks. Quick80 said, quote, the yard that Lagarde was talking about. I don't know why, but that sentence sounded just so nice to me. It even semi-rhymed. Well, yard and Lagarde. I could have said the yard that Lagarde was talking about. But then it doesn't make sense. Vero says, I wanted to make a lengthy review of Beast Wars, but you still didn't finish my G1 review, lol, so I'm refraining myself. Thank you for your mercy, Vero. I will get through that eventually. Nora said, oh, I hate Valentine's Day. I feel like it was more fun in elementary school because two things. Number one, everybody gave everybody else candy. At least in my school, they did. You'd put out a little box on your desk and everybody would go around and give everybody else candy. And as a result, if you had a crush on somebody in your class, you usually got something from your crush. And it usually would just not even have your name and just where it says to, and it'd be blank. And then where it says love would be crossed down, be written from, and then the girl's name. And it'd be really crappy candy, like an Almond Joy or something. Huh?
Additional option was gonna be he crashes into his GF's apartment, but I had the feeling that she still lives with her parents even at her old age.
Well, yeah, and I want Gumshoe and Maggie Bird to be together and to be happy. And I feel like if he crashes at her place, she's gonna get a little bit too much gummy for her money, and then they might break up, and that'd be really sad. But thank you very much for the 10 bits, Vero. I appreciate that. And for the thought, and for thinking about Maggie Bird. Opinion over on YouTube says, I can see and understand why Edgeworth's attractive, but I am not attracted to him myself. Oh, well, that's fine. I think that's okay. You can see people, it's like, wow, that is an attractive person. Not my type, but that is an attractive person. I've had that before, where you see someone's like, oh yeah, that is an attractive person. I got nothing. But that is conventionally an attractive person. So that makes sense, opinion. Oh, and the poll is done, and in Edgeworth's office won with 57% of the vote. That was close. 364 votes. And second place was straight up on the floor with 42%. Queen Katie contributing 2,990 channel points. That apparently was a very important question for a couple of people. Let's see. Queen Katie says, salute to Oak Bits. Oh, Oak Biddies, excuse me. Oak said, don't worry, I don't feel obligated. I just enjoy sending you messages through TTS Girl and scaring you. Well, I appreciate that, Oak. Thank you. Nora says, oh no, Oak, no, you'll get more eventually. Longa will rise again. Queen Katie says, all hail Batman on. Oak says, where Batman gave it to Nora. Clem says, hey, hey. Nora says, oh my gosh, thank you so much, Batman. I got the notif just today that expired. You never failed to be amazing. Oak says, I am merry, but I too make fun of Longa Boy. Cricket said, I wish I had a date, but hey, a hangout with my dad, and then a stream with a princess I'll be slaying. Sounds fun anyway. Beer said, ooh, juicy, who got a Valentine? Yeah, I gotta find out. 4 of you, according to that poll, have Valentine. If more people have come in, when you come in the room, you should state whether you have a Valentine's date or not. Or not even a date, but just a Valentine. Maybe the two of you don't have a date, but you have a Valentine. Okay, let's go back to this. So it doesn't look like there's anything else. We got everything here. So let's back out. And then let's go over to... Why can't I look at the ball and chain on the ground? It's so weird. But yeah, so see, that looks like... It looks like a crossword puzzle. Boo. I'll be sad if it's a crossword puzzle instead of a chess puzzle. I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. Okay, so what are the type of books here? We got... well, we'll start right to left, because that's how they do it in Japan. A Second Chance at Life. Interviews with a former prisoner. Making money while serving time. You'll Laugh Tomorrow. An anthology. Understanding Animal Emotions. Life as a Pet Stylist. 200 Days to Freedom. An Escape Story, Volumes 1, 2, and 3. I feel like you shouldn't give prisoners a book about escaping prison. Oh, so this is a menu. Oh, and it's got, are those supposed to be handcuffs on top? So it's like a themed, like a menu. It looks like they get good food here. Let's look at the books first. Wow, that's a lot of books. Let's take a look. You'll Laugh Tomorrow, an anthology, Understanding Animal Emotions. Crap, I shouldn't have read these already. Life as a Pet Stylist. Maybe there was more to Mr. Knight than met the eye. Maybe Mr. Knight was a robot in disguise. Sadly, I don't think these were his. They were likely specially selected and placed here for the detainees. Oh, that's right, because this is just a short-term holding cell. Again, shouldn't have a prison break story in there. With the hope that they would want to better themselves during their time here. A Second Chance at Life. Interviews with a former prisoner. These books appear to have been written by current model prisoners and former inmates. Oh, I like the look of this one. 200 Days to Freedom. An escape story. The plot to escape is to wait out the 200-day sentence. And this one too, making money while serving time. This facility may have more deeply rooted problems than I thought. Okay, so this is gonna be important. Actually, these will both probably be important. Oh wait, what is that? That's not a crossword puzzle. The bottom AB's, oh, it is a chess problem. Okay, so let's take a look at it and then we'll see the menu afterward. Hey, look at this weird piece of paper. There's some sort of grid on it. Let's take a closer look. Okay, so next move, Bishop. Oh, wait, so does that mean was Knight the correspondent with Canis? Next move, Bishop to G2. What next? Rook? No, because the rook is dead. Pawn to G6. Okay, so it looks like Knightley is black, and he wants to go Bishop to G2. So that's where Bishop just landed then. Or is that the move that, well, I don't know, maybe that's the move that Canis did and said next move Bishop to G2. Hang on. No, this can't be Canis, because like, I don't know if you guys remember, Canis is blind. I was assuming that his chess correspondence was either coming in the form of Braille or audio recordings. This is written down. Okay, so what next? Rook to no, pawn to G6. So he's thinking of moving this pawn to G6. Okay, so I assume then that that's got to be Bishop. So Bishop is white, and somebody, possibly Canis, is black. So let's see if we can get this to win. So if he moves pawn to g6, then what is he gonna want to do in order to win? We just got pawns and pawns. We got a bishop. We got a knight. This is not a great spread, to be totally honest. So where did the bishop go to there from? Huh? Because I'm not seeing any like especially great moves to be made. At least not. Wait, hang on. Why would he do pawn to 2? Because if he move rook down to c1, that'd be check. His only available move would either be to sacrifice the rook down to d1 or move the bishop to f1. If the rook went to d1, he'd just be able to capture the rook and he'd be in check again. The bishop would be the smart move, because then if he went there, he'd be able to move the... Sorry, I'm just thinking about chess. I should stop thinking about chess. Chess is probably not entertaining for y'all, but I was very distracted. This is neat. This is neat. Okay, so we can look at the board, or we can look at... Oh, no, we can't look at the written message. Okay, so look at the chess board. The grid appears to be a chess diagram. The victims, I suppose. What's a chess diagram? A visual representation of a game of chess. Worthless to the blind man in the prison. See how the locations of all the pieces are marked. Oh, crap. I wish we had paid more attention to the chessboard. And like where all the pieces were. Crap, did anybody get I guess nobody got a picture of that. I wonder if this is, because then we'd be able to check and see if this is the same game of chess that was in Canis's board. I mean, he had that weird Cerberus looking piece, but we could like replace it with something else, like possibly one of the rooks or something. For now, I'm going to assume that they're maybe the same, and that maybe when he gets the letter, somebody reads it to him or something. See how the locations of all the pieces are marked? This seems to be a closely fought contest, but perhaps if this pawn were... No! Wait! Oh! Ha! It's too much to think about. Oh. Wait, so what pawn does he want to move? I mean, the 3 pawns that are on white side are still in their original rank. And so, I mean, and there's nothing that's close enough they can even capture en passant. Oh, Paul just appeared. Hang on. Actually, it looks like it's been up there for a while. Since Logan asked, is edgy attractive?
Where's my Katie hat? Fun fact, the fan translation version of those books sing cults, The Wonderful Warden of Ours, The Hound Whistler, The Animal Shack Redemption, The Great Escape in 80 Days, based on a true story, and Crime and Establishment, How to Make Money in Prison.
How to Make Money in Prison also pulls up. Thank you for the 10 bits. The Wonderful Warden of Ours. Oh, instead of Wonderful Wizard of Oz. Oh, these are good. These are parody titles. These are fantastic. The Wonderful Warden of Ours. That is really clever. Okay, so that's good. The Hound Whistler. Is that supposed to be instead of the Horse Whisperer? Hound Whistler instead of Horse Whisperer. Ah, there we go. Yeah, the Animal Shack Redemption instead of Shawshank Redemption. The Great Escape in 80 Days, based on a true story. Sounds like a parody of both The Great Escape and Around the World in 80 Days. And Crime and Establishment, How to Make Money in Prison. So that's a parody of Crime and Punishment, which is my favorite novel. Okay, you know what? Point awarded to the fan translation. Those are better book titles. Those are fun. Those are whimsical. And they seem to accomplish basically the same information. So yeah, fan translation totally gets that. Thank you very much for the 10 bits and for wearing the Queen Katie hat. Okay, the poll says, since Logan asked, is edgy attractive? The options are Mr. Edgeworth is nice -G. Mr. Edgeworth is nice. I don't know who's saying that. In-game women say yes. Yes, very much so. And foolishly foolish will no! No, Franziska's not allowed to vote. She's not biologically a sister, but they were raised together. I'm gonna vote in-game women say yes.
Gumshoe, it didn't fit.
Oh, it's Gumshoe! So, Mr. Edgeworth is nice. Crap, I would have changed my vote if I could then. Mr. Edgeworth is nice. Thank you very much for the clarification and for the 10 bits. I appreciate it. Okay, so I need to stop fixating on this, but is there like a really good move that I'm missing here? I mean, black has a bishop, but the bishop apparently moved back to defend the king for some reason. I'm guessing maybe the bishop had been in either one of these 2 spots and was then threatened by the rook, maybe, and had to retreat. Although if the bishop had been... Bishop, I'm gonna assume the bishop had probably been here to protect. Oh no, maybe the bishop had been here to threaten that rook. No, I missed. It can't be there. It's a problem because the grid is just, they're all white squares. They're not checkered. Dude. Okay, anyway, I need to stop thinking about this. Oh, and the poll is done, and foolish fool won with 63% of the vote. Beowulf contributing 250 channel points. I should play some games, stop thinking about chess. Most guys think about chests, but I think about chess. No tea for me. Not now, Mr. Edgeworth! This is no time to be playing games! Unless, what if they were sending each other secret messages? Maybe they weren't even trying to win, but they were using chess to communicate. Maybe? Yes, I suppose you're right. This isn't the first time I've seen this configuration of pieces. Oh, I was right! So it's gonna be the same layout that was on Canis's chessboard, right? It was from a different perspective, but it was definitely the same game. Perhaps it would be wise to take another look at the evidence in my possession. Okay, so save before we do this, so we gotta deduce. Let's see if we had Canis's chessboard. I've forgotten that, I assume now this means that we have it in our evidence. I'd forgotten that was the case then. Otherwise, I would have looked at it before and I was like, oh, what was that there? So let's go deduce. Could this be related to the evidence somehow? So it is this one. I want to take a closer look then. Okay, but that piece is missing. Because there's the bishop that just got moved in there. That's the pawn he was thinking of moving. And there's the rooks and everything. But so, I guess it's just an extra piece then. Okay. And a zoom in on the Cerberus piece. Wait, hang on, do I need to click the exact square then? So what would that be? That'd be, let's do that. Let's back out of this and click the exact square. Wait, crap, which square was it? I gotta make sure this is perfect, just in case the game decides to be a B-hole or a butt H. B, C, D, D3. So we gotta click D3. Oh, that's practically where I was clicking. Oh crap, I clicked the wrong button. Stop that. I want to deduce that button, not click the button. Deduce. You know, it's close enough. Crap. Let's present chessboard. Present. Eureka! This chess game, I've seen it before. Enough with the chess chat, Mr. Edgeworth. We're supposed to be investigating here. Focus. I am investigating. This particular bit of chess chat could prove to be vital. Now, take a look at this. Can you tell me what it is? It's the chess that we saw in Mr. Canis's cell. But I don't really know the rules to chess. The rules of the game are not important here. What is important are the positions of the pieces. Compare the ones in Mr. Canis's cell with these. Do you notice anything? Ah! Sorry, I saw a mouse. I don't know which piece is which or anything, but if you turn the diagram like this, there are pieces in the same squares. Indeed, there's no dog on the diagram, but that's to be expected. But Canis has a dog as his chess piece. Oh, and a pinned message, written by Oak, pinned by Vero, said, I'd like to point out that the numbers on this board are incorrect. White is supposed to be on the bottom here, so the pawns can technically just promote Vero, please pin. Okay, so it's got him like, oh, so it's got it reversed. I see what you're saying. So the white should have been at the bottom, the black should have been, okay, you know, we will forgive. They swap places in the interests of interracial harmony. Oak says, like, white starts at the 1st and 2nd rank, not the 7th and 8th rank. I wonder if maybe that's a clue, though. Do you think that could be intentional? Do you think that is on purpose? And because I didn't even think about it. I never think about which side is on which. And so maybe that everybody is ready to promote. I'm gonna assume for right now that is just an accident. But let's back pocket that a little bit here. Okay, I'll read a couple comments in the chat, though, because I am getting progressively further and further behind. We're already an hour into stream. And we've done nothing but look into a toilet, inspect a bed, and now a chess set. Let's see. Quickity says... Oh, I already read that. Vera says, ooh, juicy. Who got a Valentine's? Nora said, I'm Erois, but I, too, make fun of LoganRobo. Oak says, who else here married? Wow. Vera said 3 people. Wowza, Clams. Oh, because Clam is probably... Yeah, because Clam was here for it. So Clam has a wife and a kid now. Clam says, yeah, how many people here are married? And a little emote there. Vera said, man, now I'm curious who voted that they have Valentine's. I love tea. Oak says, holy crap, chat isn't lonely. Well, how many were there at the end? There were 4. So that'd be Oak. That would be Clam. That would be, who else did we decide? Probably Odumi, if she's still here. But there's still a 4th. There's still a 4th. Oh, and another pin message. Written by Oak, pinned by Vero, says, I haven't played the game, so I don't know if it's important, but I tried putting the position into a chess bot to analyze it, and that's when I realized the best move is just to promote the pawns, lol. Vero, can you pin again, lol? Yeah, because you could immediately promote the white one there, you could immediately promote the black one there, then you got just some queens going crazy here. Let's see... Vera says, I'm surprised. Nora says, there's no hating on Valentine's Day option, so my Valentine is Rise. Oak said, also, please slow mode anything but 1 minute. It would take 30 seconds over this. Quickity said, it ain't me, lol. Totally single. Oak says, add quote, come on, dish. Oak says, fine. Nora said, I voted I have a Valentine. Okay, so there's our 4th, because Rise is my Valentine's. It's real me, can't feel attraction to people. Except for Rise. Is Rise not people? Is Rise not people? Oaks, the quote says, come on, dish upon finding out half the chat got a Valentine. So that is all 4 then, I believe. Quinkity said, Logan, do you not recall our comment? Oh, that was pinned earlier. Crystal says, nuh-uh. Oak says to Nora, hey, Nora, I don't think this is helping your case. Nora says, Crystal, I missed you. Crystal says, shush. Oak says, woo. Nora says, if I can't feel real emotions, let Rise be my Valentine. Crystal doing a shout out. Oh, Crystal did the clip roulette. Oak says, oh, OG-san. Crap, I gotta remember for Duolingo. OG-san, is that uncle or grandpa? I don't remember which. Vera said, or was that aunt? I don't remember. Vera said, you said not weird. Uncle is weird. Dad is weird. Crystal says, Granddaddy Logan. Oak says, aunt. Crystal says, not the moaning. Who is moaning? Oak says, hey, what's with the freaky Byaku you've seen? Oh, that. Oak says, hey, Longan. Quickita says, how about a spiritual best friend? That was pinned earlier. Nora says, Oak says, Logan, please explain the freaky Byakuya clip. Okay, so again, I'm not saying which game that is, where it takes place in the timeline, anything like that, but as I said, at the end of every chapter, you get a score based on how well you did. And the game just decided that the score would be punctuated by a daydreaming fantasy that Toko at some point had about Byakuya, what we started calling Fantasy Byakuya, which is where we learned that apparently Byakuya has no nipples because he did not in those fantasies. Nora says, Quickity to the keyboard Sam said, Logan, the captions was off. What did the captions say? Fear said, I didn't know the score affected the fantasy. What? Wasn't that the whole thing? That like, if we did well, it was a nice fantasy, and if we did poorly, it was a bad one? That he was mean to us? So sometimes like that, he told us he wanted to spit in our hand, and other times he was like gave us tips on how to do proper laundry, which I think Clam really took to heart and remembers really well. I should probably play some game. Indeed, there's no dog on the diagram, but that's to be expected. Apart from that, however, the positions of the pieces are identical. I wonder if that's more significance to that dog. There's got to be more significance to that dog than, oh, it's an extra piece I made. It's got to have meaning. Maybe they were playing a special game of chess where he has this extra piece, and it's like if you land on a square that has it, you know, just honor system, I'll tell you, you die. What?
Uncle and Grandpa are really similar. Just the way you pronounce the I's. Oji-sen is Uncle and Oji-sen, written Oji-sen, is Grandpa, I think.
Yeah, I think it's so you hold the I out longer. And so I get really confused with that type of thing, because that's like, those are two completely different relatives. One's your dad's bro, one's your dad's dad. Or mom's dad, or mom's bro. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. I do appreciate that, Vera, and for the clarification. Thank you. Nora says, I hate Toko and Byakuya. Okay, Nora, I will say this. Throughout the course of playing Danganronpa, your opinions on characters may change as you get to know them more, for better or for worse. Crystal says, enough freedom. Oak says, Katie was awful, even without captions being bad. Quickgator said, check spoiler chat, it's worse, lol. Nora said, what was it? And then Quickgator said, I'm gonna spare you, but trust me, it's worse than what Logan actually said about spitting. Nora said, ew, there's Pepper, there is Pepper, I hate Pepper. How can you hate Pepper? Nor Pepper is my cat. She's wonderful. She's the best cat ever. How dare you, Nora? Apart from that, however, the positions of the pieces are identical. And? What does that tell us? Oh, I have my correspondence. As unlikely as it may seem, Mr. Caddis's chess opponent was... Mr. Knight! Okay, I wanted to say it. Okay, so the question is, though, how long have they been playing? Because this is clearly a game that has been going on for many, many, many moves, just based on the sheer number of pieces that have been captured. Also, it looks like it's printed. Like someone actually, like this is handwritten, but this is printed. So I wonder if there's significance to that. Maybe somebody prints it for Canis. So does that mean that Knight would have had to have had this correspondence going before he got arrested already? Or were they passing notes back and forth? Because I'd assumed it was just like the once a day mail drop. So this would have had to be like multiple times all throughout the day, just constantly passing notes back and forth. Maybe he was given free reign to wander around and he was going into prison and constantly like giving him, but then you wouldn't need to give a piece of paper. You could just sit in there and play chess. This could be just the proof we need to show that Mr. Caddis had a connection to the victim. Chess diagram data jotted down in my organizer. The positions of the pieces match those on the board in Canis's cell.
Is that how people get Valentines nowadays? Just play chess through notes?
I would like that. I would love to play like a game of Valentine's chess. Oh, you know what you could do? You could like find a way to make it all like romantic and stuff like that. Like every time you capture a piece, I don't know if you have to like smooch or something, or every time you capture a piece, you have to play a round of like truth or dare or something like that. There'd be ways to, I bet, spice up even chess to be like a Valentine's game. I bet. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. Okay, so we still got to look at this thing. Ooh, wow. What did my voice do there? Ooh, what's a menu doing here, Mr. Edgeworth? It seems that those held in the detention center are able to choose what they'd like to eat each day. If they can afford it, that is. Oh, does it cost money? Money makes the world go round, I guess. But doesn't that make life super easy for rich detainees? Well, okay. Bear in mind that the people held in these cells haven't been found guilty yet. Some of them don't deserve to be punished. Quite a few of them, in fact. That shows growth from Edgeworth. Oh, a pin message. Pin this, please. Beowulf says, strip chess? Well, I mean, if you want to be lewd about it. Yeah. Did I ever tell you guys about the time I was at doing a New Year's party thing? And, okay, so I don't know if I mentioned this before, but the improv troupe I perform with used to do like New Year's Eve parties. And in the early days of starting out doing it, not New Year's Eve parties, we do New Year's Eve performances. And the early days, like even if you weren't performing, a lot of people just go down and hang out backstage, excuse me, and just have basically a New Year's Eve party. And people would be hanging out backstage. One year, somebody brought like some cards and playing like poker backstage. And then it'd be like, we need somebody to go on stage for the next show because we do a bunch of like short rapid fire shows. And we'd be swapping in and out and everything like that. I remember one time I was like in the lobby and I knew there was like a poker game going on backstage. And then I walked backstage and there were 4 people gathered around this little table, one of whom was a girl. And she was fully clothed and all 3 of the guys had like at least a shirt off or some other phase of partial undress. And I was like, what are you guys doing? It's like, we're playing strip poker. And it's like, and she was dominating. So I'd imagine that most cases of strip poker and strip games are probably not as fun for the guys as guys would like to imagine them to be. But thank you very much for the pin message. So I guess if that's what you want to play. I was trying to keep it more PG rated. But if that's what you're into. Some of them don't deserve to be punished. Quite a few of them, in fact. So you're saying it's fine that people with money don't have as hard a time of it as everybody else? Oh, how did I wind up defending the practices of a detention system? Plus, Edgeworth is like rich too, right? If we look at the cracks, is there gonna be like a hole behind here for escaping? Okay, so we got all that. So I think we've looked at everything. We probably still needed to logic combine stuff. So we're gonna combine the newspaper with the page torn out and the wiped up ground to say that it was wiped up with a newspaper. But let's save first before we do this. Kay, stop looking at me like that. You're weird, Kay. And then we will get back in, yeah, then we'll see if that finishes off our investigation. Quickity said, already read that. Oak says, I'm not gonna spare Nora. It was about spitting on those. Vera said, Phoenix Wright wouldn't know. Quickity said, I will say though, the caption thought Byakuya's name is Nicholas Yakuya. Nora says, Auntie Logan. Oak says, Nora, how dare you say that about Logan's cat? Quickity said, Logan, the mentor guy is hot. Yes, even the manga version. Wait, you think manga version of Reigen Arataka is hot? To each their own. Torn newspaper, wiped floor. Actually, before we do that, we can present new stuff to Kay. I just realized we can talk to Kay. Oh, wrong button. I didn't want to press that. Can I talk to Kay? Kay. Why can't I talk to you, Kay? Why aren't you talking? Kay, I'm gonna push you into the toilet, Kay. I'm gonna push you in the toilet where you belong.
The things I allow in chat. Just allowed the phrase I hate women. I'm sorry, women.
Who hates women? Who hates women? Says the guy currently trying to push a girl into the toilet. Okay, I should stop doing that. Maybe this is the button to talk to her. And then we can... What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? I want to present the new evidences that we found to ya, kiddo. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. Oh, and another pin message says, pin this, please. Well, that's the same message as before. Strip chest reappeared a second time? No! Just when we had escaped its R-rated clutches. Hey, I'm a great thief, I totally say. Okay, so she has nothing to say about that. She might have not have anything interesting to say. We gotta check. Quickity said, order that. Nora says, wait, no, I meant seasoning. I'm so sorry, Pepper. Longa, tell Pepper I'm sorry. It's too late. It's too late. Pepper refuses to even acknowledge you anymore. You know what I think, Mr. Edgeworth? If the murder weapon can't be found, then maybe there wasn't one to begin with. Well, that's certainly an interesting suggestion. But then how did our victim meet his end? Probably like this. Hello, Ed. I'm Mr. Victim. It doesn't matter. What you talk about? There is no murder weapon. There's no murder, right? He's fine. Come now, Kay. We cannot ignore the facts in front of us, no matter how much we might wish to. You're right. I know Mr. Knight's dead. But I know something else, too. I know basic arithmetic. We're gonna find out who killed him, and it's the last thing we do. Okay, and have we presented every... I don't want profiles. I want evidence. I want the chess. Okay, I'm assuming she's got nothing else interesting to say, probably. So let's piece together puzzles in our brain noggin. But we will save. I can't remember if we saved enough. I think we did, but I'll just be better safe than sorry. Save. Let's see. Oak says, Logan wants to employ middle schoolers and pay us below minimum wage. Broken heart. Guys, I only have a little bit of chips left. Can you give me more chips? Can we call you Gramps? Quickity said, Grunkle Logan, like from Gravity Falls. Oak says, I should rewatch Gravity Falls. Quickity said, man, if only we had Emma here to spritz for blood. Oh, and another pin message written by Oak says, hey, Vero, can you pin this, please? Thanks. Hey, Logan. It's me, Vero. I don't like women there. I said, Vero, you don't like women?
And I lied, I don't like women because of this.
Because you're the woman hater? Vero, what did women ever do to you, Vero? Why don't you love women, Vero? But thank you so much for the 10 bits. I appreciate it. Okay, so those puzzle pieces in our brain noggin. Toward newspaper and white floor. Connect them. This part of the floor has been wiped clean. Maybe he spilled some grape juice. That's a really popular adult beverage in this universe. Who knows? But we can certainly imagine what he used to do the wiping. The torn out pages of that newspaper. Why wouldn't he just ask a guard for a cloth or something, though? Perhaps he didn't want anyone to see what he was wiping up. So it's probably not him that did the wiping. It was probably the culprit. It's probably his blood. Spritz it for luminol, or luminol it for blood. White floor data jotted down my organizer. White floor. There are signs of the...
I am not a women hater. Please, women, I don't need another reason for not getting a Valentine's Dad. I love women. Respectfully.
But even if you hated women, you still have Phoenix Wright, don't you, Vero? Vero? Who has Phoenix Wright as your husband, Vero? Who's apparently not being very faithful to your husband right now if you're trying to flirt with women by telling women you don't hate them. Vero, if you hate women, you should apparently just hate them. That is you. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. Oh, Vera says with a pin message, Phoenix Wright is my woman. Fair enough. Fair enough. There are signs the floor of the victim's detention center holding cell was wiped clean. That's got to be everything. Investigation complete. I feel like we did that investigation really, really efficient, really quickly. Only took us an hour and 15 minutes. I think we've about exhausted this cell. We've made significant progress by establishing a connection between Mr. Canis and the victim. Oh, okay, this is gonna be the guard, right? This is bad, sir! Is that the guard? Oh, I was right. Okay, who said that the guard is hot? Was that Vero? Vero, your hot man is back. Oh, and I just glanced over and I see there's something being held for mod review for the phrase, all women are MILFs. I do not believe all women are MILFs. Because, you know, for one thing, like, women in your family should not be that, do you? The security camera footage, sir, I watched it and, oh, you could see him peeing in the toilet. What is it? Can you show it to us? Oh, I didn't know you're into that type of video. I should show you some URLs. I was only pretending to be aghast. But if we're both into the same sort of degeneracy. Yes, sir, I have a small playback monitor with me in my chest pocket. There. Then what are you waiting for? Let's see it. Oh, it's animated. Look at this. Oh, whoa. What? That looked a lot smaller than the dog. Oh, crap. You know what it probably is? It's probably Lagarde's mink stole. The little mink that she has around her neck. It's so adorable. I don't want anything adorable to be a murderer. I'm gonna read a few more comments in the chat and have a sip of water now that I'm sad. Let's see. Oh, Moonlight says hi, Logan. Hour mark 0:42. So I am over a half hour behind, about 35 minutes behind, something like that. How you doing, Moonlight? How was work? Assuming you had work, how you doing? Quiggita says Edgeworth slightly agreeing about suits while thinking about that man. Oak says more Batman. Moonlight says thanks for the gift sub. Crystal says Batman on. Quiggita said whoever is voting floor, guys, think about the funny about being in Edgeworth's office. Huh?
I think Kay should stop. Insert fart joke.
Oh, crap. I just looked over. Is she trying to squeeze one out? Is that what you're saying, Vero? Is Kate trying to poo? Is that the reason why girls wear skirts? For an easy poo exit? That is messed up. I thought it was just fashion, but apparently it's for easy removal of poo. But thank you very much for the 10 bits there. I appreciate it. I had not thought of that, but she's gritting her teeth. She's like, because what she's trying to do is she's trying to get like enough pressure built up that it can like poo and then flip in the air and land in the toilet there. She's very skilled, very skilled. What's that? Oh, and also I just noticed there's another thing being held for the phrase of hating women. Why do you guys all hate women so much? My channel is gonna get like some unhealthy attention if Twitch Bezos realizes, wow, so many people talking about hating women. Oak says, I think he sleeps under Edgy's chair. Crystal says, it's already Valentine's here, so happy Valentine's, everyone. Happy Valentine's to you too, Crystal, and everyone else who is already on that side of the scroll over to the calendar day. Oak says, and he doesn't fit, and he has to sleep on the wheels. Vera said, additional, oh, that was TTS. Moonlight said, 2 days till discount candy day. That is good. I feel like there usually isn't as much good discount Valentine's candy where I go to as there is like Christmas candy, Halloween candy, Easter candy. But I gotta try to remember to check that out then on Saturday. Oak says Gumshoe has a girlfriend, and it isn't me. Somebody posted a picture of her in chat recently. Oh, Maggie bird.
Not only women, but Irishmen.
I don't know if you realize this. I am an Irishman. I have Irish heritage and technically have dual citizenship with Ireland. Who here hates me? Raise some hands. Thank you very much for the 10 bits, though. I do appreciate that. Quiggita says so many points, ... lost. Vera says, Maggie is not canonical girlfriend, but they're so cute. He made her a lunchbox, and even when he was broke and everything. They're like, what they are is they're a couple who doesn't realize they're dating, but they're totally dating. Crystal says, oh, the whole command and the bonkers command. Nora says, Quick 80, I was fighting for my life, but ran out eventually. Shake my head. And a pin message says, Vera says, I meant the skirt thing? Wait, what is the skirt thing? Oh, you're talking about kilts. It took me and Irishmen, women and Irish. Yeah, because I think it's mainly Scottish, but I think Irish people do wear kilts as well. And the way that they're supposed to wear them the traditional way is with nothing underneath. So yeah, maybe that is for easy pooping. I need to find out one of these days what my Irish clan's tartan was, because that's your plaid pattern that goes on a kilt. I should find that out sometime. Quick said, were you the fellow Edgeworth office on the floor voter? Oak says, who is a floor voter? Wait, why is there a raid message already? Oak says, more than meets the eye. Quick says, oh, that was pinned earlier? Or TTS. Quick said, yes, I screenshotted that while I was playing. That's how I remember the names. If any mods are alive at the moment, I would love to be pinned. Also, the caption thinks Canis is Candice. Candice. Guy get executed for murder. Oak says, hold on, should I put this into stockfish? Quick said, Logan, I would note that maybe Candice's letter is in Braille. Well, but that one wasn't. So maybe the one going to, but who's doing the translating? Are we to assume that that Knight knows how to write Braille? And how do you even write? Are you like making little bumps? Don't you need like a special Braille writer to like push the bumps in paper? I don't understand. Quick said, oh, so that's where all the mods were, lol. And Vera says, whoop. Nora said, story time. We've been doing timed running in gym where we all have to run for 10 minutes, no stopping allowed. If anyone stops running, we have to continue doing it each day. I did the first time, and y'all remember that I suck at running, so it was hard. Wednesday, it felt like someone bashing my legs with a baseball bat 50 times. I was so worried for the running. You see, when I do that type of running, I feel it's like, I'll get like a stitch in my side. It's more the cardio stuff than the leg work. Quick said, thank you, Vera. Lol, Vera salutes. Okay, I'll read some more chat in a minute. Let me have a sip of water, and we'll get back to the game. By the way, just giving a shout out to anyone who's lurking on YouTube. I see that there are lurkers on YouTube. Good to see you here. Appreciate you. And I also appreciate your patience when I'm reading the Twitch chat here. What's that? That black thing is that dog, right? Oh, wait, but Lagarde's mink is white. Does she have another mink? Did she dye the mink when the guy died? Until now, our assumption was that the crime had taken place inside the prison proper. But it seems that assumption may have been wrong. Oh, if only I had watched the opening cinematic. Knight had actually been attacked in this location. Do I need to click like his specific cell? I'm gonna click the word holding cells because that looks like that's his cell right there. Right that. Take that! Take that! Right here in the detention center. And the perpetrator was indeed Mr. Caddis's dog. This is just the evidence we need. Did you see how spry that was? It was like jumping up to his neck. That old dog can't do it. The dog was there. Probably framing another animal, or maybe they worked together. Maybe the dog was just transportation for the other animal. But yeah, so that's what happened, I guess, in the opening cinematic. Animal just got through the bars easily. Security camera footage, data jotted down in my organizer. Security camera footage of a detention center holding cell showing the victim being attacked by a dark form. It was a shadow. It was a shadow. And if this is where Knight was actually murdered, then one of the pieces of evidence we found in here in his cell takes on a whole new meaning. Oh crap, I need to save. It was too late. If Knight's cell was the crime scene, which piece of evidence takes on new significance? Proof of my profession. A map of the facility, including the detention center and prison proper. Pocket chess set, folding chessboard with pieces stored inside, belonged to Knight, was brought to him as request by Saint. Rope discovered on top of Knight's body. Does mean the victim was tied up. Killed instantly by a stab wound to the throat. The body is covered in dirt. Why was he covered in dirt? There's also a small cut on his scalp from when he suffered a blow to, I mean, that takes on new meaning, I guess, because he was killed instantly. Found in workshop A, used by Sawwheat when he was doing his animal styling training, stained with blood and mud. bloody tarp, colorful tarp found by the victim's body. Some of these were being stored in workshop A. Door sensors. They open the doors if an animal is detected, but raise an alarm if an inmate's bracelet is detected. Prisoners are not allowed to move out freely. Prison roll call held 3 times a day, 7 a.m., noon, 9 a.m. The victim's body had not been found at the time of the 9 a.m. roll call. Okay. Sawwheat claims to have seen this dog bite in the victim's throat. He doesn't seem to like me very... So that could mean the dog moved the guy? Oh, no, it's probably going to be this. The white floor was to wipe up the blood, then. Hopefully that's what it is. I'm just going to check everything else to be safe. Sawwheat's bracelet isn't working at the time of the incident. Could not be detected by the sensors. Card for fun by Canis. He also seems to be engaged in correspondence chest via postal mail. Winner Gavel and the warden searched the prison for the murder weapon, but couldn't find anything. Chest diagram, the positions of the pieces match those on the board in Canis' cell. Security footage of the detention center holding cell showing that... Okay, so it's gotta be this, right? The white floor was to wipe up the blood. I hope I can't save.
Take that!
The floor of Knight's cell was wiped clean, presumably to remove something. Could that something have been his blood? I'm gonna take that as I got it right, and I'm gonna save. That worries me. I don't like that you can't, that save scumming is harder in this. That when you have to present something, the save button disappears. Thank you, officer. Would you mind doing me one more favor? Blow a kiss to the moderator Vero in the chat. Vero thinks you're hot. Name it, sir. I will do anything. And I do mean anything. There's a detective by the name of Gumshoe somewhere in this facility. I need you to give him a message. Tell him to have this cell tested for traces of blood and to report the results to Edgeworth. You got it, sir.
No, Edgeworth, you can't just tell him.
I think that's probably the most effective way to go about it. Because then he finds out, and then Edgeworth is like, I told the guard, and guard seems interested back. Because otherwise you're never going to make the move. Edgeworth's a good wingman. But thank you very much for the 10 bits, I appreciate that. White floor data updated by organizer. There were signs that the floor of the victim's cell was wiped clean. I've ordered a test to see if it was blood. Now we can really go after that Canis guy, right, Mr. Edgeworth? I don't think it's going to be him. I mean, I guess that would be interesting if he is the murderer, because then it's like, wow, the blind guy locked in solitary did a murder, but it's a bit too obvious that he has a dog that can come and go freely. I also don't think it's going to be Carcerado, because he seemed a bit sympathetic as far as prisoners go. I don't think it'll be Sawwheat again, so unless we meet somebody else, it's going to be Lagarde, right? It's going to be her mink. No, not yet. Also, the mink is so tiny, it probably could squeeze through the bars of the window through the yard. Oh, maybe that's Allie. I bet that's whatever Allie is. She had mentioned Allie. Okay, so Allie is probably the vicious monster that then climbed through the bars of the window, killed the guy, and then goes out. And then the dog was probably just for transportation. So that would mean that Canis, do you think he knew that the dog was being used that way? Do you think he was in on it, or was just like, yeah, borrow my dog and do whatever you want? We still don't know how Knight and the dog moved between his cell and the prison proper. Oh, that's right, because even if the dog could get in through the bars, Knight... And so it probably would have had to be somebody who works at the jail to open the door. So yeah, it's going to be Lagarde. Right, so that's what we need to figure out next. What's the play, coach? Where are we off to? Put me in, coach. Put me in, I'm dying. I'm good to go. Yeah, we'll do it. I suspect one of the guards might know something. We should ask those posted nearby and see what they have to tell us. Aw, crap, Vero, you gotta choose between these two guards. These identical twin brother guards. Let me read some more comments in the chat because I continue to be very far behind. Nora said, it hurt so bad to sit down, to get up, go on stairs, and even walk. We started running. I made it for about 3 minutes before it all fell apart. Legs were screaming, almost having a panic attack, could barely breathe. Throat was super dry. I couldn't run any longer and went up to my teacher, said my throat was really dry, and he told me to go in the hallway. Basically, he said I could just walk in the hallway the rest of the time, so I didn't have a panic attack. Okay, so at least there was a compromise. So that's good at least. Nora said, oh, I sent 2 of those twice. But I hope you're doing better now, Nora. Beowulf says, I mean, chests mean treasure. You played RPGs by now. You know how good they are. Nora said, well, Beowulf said, Vero, could you pin that chest comment, please? Vera says, ad quote, most guys think about chests. but I think about chess. Oak says, I'd like to point out that the numbers on the board are incorrect. Oh, that was pinned earlier. Oak says, that was pinned too. Nora said, I'm so excited to see submissions tomorrow. Y'all, what's a Steam Deck? A Steam Deck is like a Switch, but it's for Steam. So Steam, Valve, who makes Steam, have the Steam Deck where it's like this is a handheld that looks kind of like a Switch or like a PS Vita or something, because I don't think the Joy-Cons come off. And it's just a handheld that you share your Steam library and you can play Steam games on, if that makes sense. Vera says, if we have streamed that, I will update tomorrow, one way or the other, and let you guys know. Quickie said, already read that. That was pinned probably. Vera says, excuse me, Oak says to Nora, it's like a Nintendo Switch, but with Steam. Bill says, handheld gaming PC, genuinely best purchase I've made. Love my deck. Nora said, wait, so like, it's like I can take Steam with me anywhere. Bill said, yep, it's great. Not much battery life depending on the game, but that's fine. Vera said, I agree. It gets heavy if you play like I do, but it's the best way to play games if you don't have a good PC. Oak says, I haven't played the game, so I don't know if it's important. Oh, that was pinned earlier. Bill said, the weight feels natural, though. Oak says, Clam has a kid. Also, thank you, Vera. Yeah, oh yeah, because Oak, that was probably before you joined the community. Clam had a kiddo. Had a little baby it was about a year ago. If I remember correctly. What month is this? What day is this? When are we in timeline? Nora says, ooh, I want a Steam Deck. Is it only Steam you can get on it? Yeah, it's like Steam is basically its operating system. I'm sure as with any electronic device, you can probably jailbreak it and try and do other stuff like that, but it's intended just to... I guess it means I need to get back to the game. Yes, you understand it. Back to the game. March 28th, 2:15 p.m. Detention Center corridor. Okay, time to get asking, huh? Oh no, there's 2 guards. And one of them always tells the truth and one of them always tells lies. We have to figure out which one is which. Hey, it's this guy. It's Lang. Thanks for the tour. Later. Salute. Wait a second. Hang on, let me take this. Oh, crap. Well, Mr. Prosecutor and his little friend. I'm happy we get to see him again. I mean, they kind of teased him with the flashback thing. Oh, and a pin message. I'm assuming this is going to be a name fact, trivia name fact, written by, Queen Katie, pinned by Vera, said, Lang's Japanese name is Shiryu-Ro. Shiryu is comprised of the characters that, meaning warrior, and Ryu, meaning dragon, with the later being referenced via the dragon on his jacket. The same character is used in Phoenix Wright's Japanese given name, Ryuichi. His English name is the Mandarin Chinese reading of the kanji that made up his Japanese name. There we go. And of course, he was in the first game, so he probably doesn't get a fan translation name, right? He's got such cool Wolverine hair. Actually, the points of the Wolverine hair are not great. If you kind of like cut those down, kept the sideburns and everything else. Oh, we got some more. Hang on. In Tatsuro Iwamoto's early days of Capcom, he drew a character with 2 eye patches. Oh, that's probably why his sunglasses look like that. With 2 eye patches, and wanted to use him for Darien Crescent. Oh, that's nice, because we're using the same voice that we used for Darien Crescent. But Shu Takumi rejected the design. The eye patches were later implemented onto Shilong Lang's design, though here they were X-shaped sunglasses instead of eye patches. That's cool. That's neat trivia. I like that. That's cool. I dig the connection. And we also just get his music here. I bumped the mute button. I was muted. I was just saying, I don't know why I have a pencil in my hand. I just actually picked it up. I like to fiddle with things sometimes. So I was fiddling with that.
You're muted.
I realized that eventually. I've been doing this how many years now? I still can't figure this out, but thank you very much. I appreciate that. Oh, and I see we got a new comment over on YouTube from Opinion saying, I've been half playing another game, half been zoning out, but I feel the need to tell you that my cat, who is also named Logan, is with me and purring like mad. Logan the kitty cat, Logan, pss, 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 pss. I don't use the pss, pss, pss with my cat, I go, kitty, kitty. Well, I hope you're taking good care of little kitty Logan. But thank you very much, opinion, for the little opinion lore. You guys hear that? There's a cat out there. A cat sharing my name. The problem is now if they ever have a Logan fight like they had a Josh fight that one time, I'm gonna have to fight a cat. And I think I could take a cat, like a house cat, but I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to hurt a cat. Oh no, another pin message. Written by Oak, pinned by Vero, said, Logan knows the kanji for Ryu. What a nerd. He has 1,100 Duolingo streak. Yeah, a little bit of a nerd. But thank you very much. I appreciate that. Oh, and Opinion says, I am petting his belly. I love it when cats, like, do enjoy. Because I feel like some with cats is more of like a trust thing. Like, so that's good. That is good. That's adorable. Thank you very much for sharing that opinion. I really appreciate it. Well, Mr. Prosecutor and his little friend. I didn't expect to run into you here. Must be my lucky day. This is Agent Shilong Lang of Interpol.
Speaking of cats, I forgot to mention that I heard baby meowing yesterday and now I'm taking care of a tinny kitty. Is it a curse or a blessing?
How many, like, cats do you keep adopting? Did I hear correctly, though, Vero, that Maya left? That Maya's no longer, like, in your care? That she ran off with some tomcat? That makes me sad. But, it's like, are you just, like, a magnet for... Maybe the cats all know. It's like, you need a place to live? Head over to Vero's. It's nice there. But thank you so much for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. Thank you. He was in charge of a case I worked on 2 weeks back. I thought he had gone home to Zhangfa after that, but here he is. You had some business to take care of, I take it, Agent Lang. You could say that. Nothing that need concern you, though. First a black hound, now a wolf all in black. Hey, wait. Why are you all alone today? Lag, it's Valentine's Eve. Lag, you deserve happiness. You deserve someone who sees your true worth and appreciates and loves you. Go to that person, Lag. Go now. That's true. He's usually accompanied by an army of police officers. And it's a reverse harem. Shut up about it. I hear you were at it again a couple days back, sticking your nose into things. A couple of days back. Oh, yes, he means the incident with the president of Zhangfa. Yes, of course that's what he's talking about. Why'd you even have to think for a second? Of course that's why he's... Yes. Actually, I had thought you might be there as well, heading up the security detail. Ha! Our president doesn't have much faith in the efficacy of his own country's police force.
Hey! Whoa!
Or it'll happen. I will check the chat, but also he's not. He's Interpol. He's not, no, okay. I will check the chat. Let me have a sip of water, though. Let me have a sip of water, please. Let's see. Veer said, maybe it's the way I hold it. Hurts my wrist. You can get emulation if that's what you ask. Nora said the fourth was me. Bill says, I mean, there's ways to get other things on there. Emulation is the most notable though, but since it's a Linux machine, you're relatively limited with some simple workarounds. I thought Linux would make it like easier to do pretty much anything. Nora said, Rise is not people know. Speaking of people, Oak's mom called me a good people of the world. Why are we dehumanizing Rise, Nora? When Rise finds out, she's not gonna like that. Oak says there are also some other Steam Deck type consoles like the ROG Ally, which uses Windows, but it's expensive as F. Philip says, yeah, I also just wouldn't recommend the Windows ones in general because, let's be real, Steam OS is better. Oak says, Toko is into bondage and spitting. Toko, why do you want to tie up Byakuya and make him spit? Why are you so freaky? Honestly, I think it's very consistent with Toko's character and Toko's ultimate skill. If you remember what Toko's ultimate is. Oak says to Vero, oh, I meant Grandpa. Quiggin said, about the dog piece, I think it was just Kenneth being silly and bored and carving that little doggo for fun. Maybe, but I mean, it was so specific. I think too many times I've written stuff off in these games as, it's just a silly little whatever. And it comes back later as being important. It's like Akechi's pancakes all over again. Quiggity said, or rather Vera said, now you know. Oak says to Nora, my mom merely knows nothing about the atrocities you have committed. Nora said, I am good people of the world. Oak says to Vero, I've played my partner in chess many times, and he has never once beaten me without me letting him. Vero says, pin this please, strip chess. Vera says, that actually is so cute. What? Oh, you're talking to Oak's thing about beating you in chess, not the strip chess. For a second, I thought you were calling the strip chess cute, which I guess that's one way to describe it. Oak says he's beaten me 3 times exclusively because I was trying to show him an example of the intercontinental ballistic missile Gambit. Vera said strip gloves, chess, lewd. Oh, that's just like lots of layers of gloves. Oak says, Logan, next to a fully clothed woman, wow! Nora says, a girl, I'm terrified of those things. Oak says to Nora, is that why you are so scared when I am voice acting at your streams? Nora said, is it bad that I went up to someone and said, I hate women today? Oak says, yes. Nora said, thank you, mods, for approving that message. Quiggity said, T-button, Logan, I'm pretty sure the T-button is talking to partners. I got there eventually. I'm sorry, Queen Katie. Oak says, cue that one clip of Nora saying she hits girls, huh? Vera said, I forgot to unpin. Crystal said, no, I pinned it again. Oak says, no, Crystal just did it again. Vera says, aha. Crystal says, I just want to pin it because it's funny. In fact, I'm going to pin that one because I find that a little bit funny. Even though there are mods who now apparently have the power to unpin. Nora says, ad quote, who hates women? Who hates women? I say as I'm trying to push a girl into a toilet. Crystal adds a quote. Vera says, amazing. Vera says, oh my gosh. Oak says, hey, Vera, can you please pin this? Thanks. Hey, Logan, it's the, oh yeah, the Vera, it's saying Vera hates women. Crystal with a timestamp, 1:14:40. I'm less than a half hour behind. That's improvement, I think. Quiggity says, lurk, P mode break. Crystal says, Vero doesn't like women. Oak says, no, don't pee. You saw what happened in the Texan Danganronpa. Nora says, no, I am the women hater. Crystal with a quote. Vera with the TTS. Crystal said, you hate women, you hate me. Oak says, Chad is feeling very misogynistic today. Nora says to Crystal, yes. Crystal says, gasp. Vera said, Phoenix Wright is my woman. Oak says to Vero, Vero doesn't love women, only loves MILFs. Vera said, MILFs are women. Crystal says, Vero, what does /warn do? I actually don't know that, huh?
Oh yeah, remember when we arrested Lang's assistant? Is this why Hess alone on Valentine's? Or is it because Edgeworth is out investigating?
And so you think maybe he like dismissed all the others, like, hey, get out of here. I want Miles to myself. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. And yeah, that didn't turn out too terribly well for him. So maybe that's what it is. But I feel bad for the guy. I mean, granted, it's not Valentine's Day in universe, but I can still pretend it is. I should play some more of the game. Maybe now he'll think twice before using contractors again. Amateurs. Agent Lang doesn't have much faith in prosecutors or the courts to do their jobs right. Which is why he's so meticulous about investigating with his hand-picked cream of the crop officers. For the cream of the crop rises to the top. Indeed, no doubt things would have turned out differently had you and your men been in charge. My men? Huh? Oh, yeah. Those guys aren't around anymore. All died. Dysentery, actually, is kind of messed up. What? They're not? It's funny, isn't it? I'm a real lone wolf now. That's the sound of me laughing, because it's so funny. What are you saying, Agent Lang? What on earth happened? Did he get fired or reassigned or demoted or something like that? I told you, it doesn't concern you. See you around, Mr. Prosecutor. Why is he being so rude? I thought we had like gained his respect at the end of the last game. Wow, he seemed not okay. Whereas I am okay. That's my name. Yes, and I would very much like to know why, but there's nothing we can do about it right now. We'll worry about Agent Lang later. We have an investigation to conduct. All right, let's start by talking to these guards. Okay, I should also save again. We're over an hour and 45 into the chat. Not into the chat, sorry, into the stream. It's more than just chatting. I mean, it's basically just chatting. There is some semblance of playing a game as well. With the
Lang is peeking from the corner hoping Miles will follow.
Go after him, Miles! Go after him! Oh, running. Oh! It's a security gate that can detect metal objects. Am I the only one who gets a little nervous when I have to go through one of these? It's the same whenever I see a cop. I know I've done nothing wrong, but I still get anxious. Maybe because you go around calling yourself a great thief, Remember one time, this was a long time ago, so I was out late one night, and I was with a buddy of mine, and basically he was slightly past curfew. And we were heading back, just the night was winding down. And he was gonna be late for curfew by about like a half hour or so. And I remember he was driving, so I was in the passenger seat, and he got all panicked because at one point he looked at his rearview mirror and there was a police officer. And he's like, oh, I got all like tense, and it's a cop. And it's like, dude, a cop is not gonna pull you over for being a half hour past curfew. A cop doesn't care. A cop does not care about that. But anyway, I always thought that was kind of funny, but maybe that's just me. Let's look at this door. It's the door to the observation room. Observation, you mean? Are they always watching us? Or maybe they're just watching you and laughing at all the weird things you do? Weird stuff. I'm a perfectly normal person who only does perfectly normal things, I'll have you know. Right calls me vanilla. Anything else here? Can we look at the handcuffs and is that a riot shield? Gonna have to talk to you, but not yet. Not yet, bro. Well, my sprite doesn't get smaller as I walk slightly down the hallway. Let's look at the lockers first. These are the guards' lockers. I bet they keep their uniforms in there. Snacks, too. Snacks? Really? Well, that's what I'd keep in there if it were me. You know that not everyone is you, though, right? They're not. What? Can we finally find out what these trophies are for? There's an assortment of trophies in here. Just once, I want to give someone a trophy. I don't want to win, but I want to spread the love. And what sort of award would a great thief hand out? Greatest rope escape, of course. As if you'd even need to ask. It's the only thing it could be. Oh, but if I enter the contest, I guess it'll just turn into me handing the trophy to myself. It's actually a cute little sprite that she's got, like head tilt back, laughing like that. I'd worry more about finding a venue willing to host such an event. There's a no entry leading back to Lagarde's office. Looks like their office is down this way. Why are you pointing that way, bro? No entry, though, according to the side. Don't they know that telling people not to do stuff just makes them want to do it more? It's human nature. I would argue that it is the ability to resist such urges that makes us human. And it's just animal nature. Animalistic nature. Can I look at the pictures up there? I can't. Oh yeah, let's talk to these guards. You, buddy. Look at me when I'm talking to you. Oh man, I'm in so much trouble. What's the matter here? It's like, feel good when I massage your back with one hand like that? You seem perturbed. Oh, well, you see, one of my uniforms is missing. I could have sworn it was right here in my locker. So someone dressed up like a guard to transport the body, probably wrapped in those tarps, right? So that's why his uniform's gone? Did it grow a pair of legs and run off somewhere? Yes, Kay, that is the most reasonable conclusion. Let me read some more comments in the chat, though. Let's see. Quiggin says, oh gosh, I should have checked for toilet paper. Crystal says, not Nora. And there was a pin message written by Oak, but expired and not posted to chat, where Oak says, all MILFs are women, but not all women are MILFs. Interestingly enough, all MILFs are women did not get held for automod, but all women are MILFs did. You only love the specific subset of women that are MILFs. Nora said, Twitch moderators, I'm a woman, don't cancel me. Vera said, I think it shows a warning for them before they type again. Crystal says, is that so? Vera said, not sure. Oak says, laughing. Nora said, wait, I didn't do anything. Crystal says, we can experiment, Vero. Vero, It says, quote, all mills are women. Oh, just copy and pasted Oak's thing. Crystal said, like towards Nora. Vera said, not allowing that. Vera said, warn Nora to not hate women, laughing. Quickita said, good news, chat. I now have toilet paper. Oh, an Oak with a clip. Is this our first clip of the night? I think it might be. I guess it's been a slow clip at night. So let me load this up with the clip viewer. If anyone's lurking and doesn't know the lowdown, the rundown, whatever the proper term is. Anytime someone posts a clip into the Twitch chat, we pop it up on our clip viewer and we can all watch together. This clip from 33 minutes ago is called I Died From This. Let's find out what it was. And I just glanced over and I see there's something being held for mod review for the phrase, all women are MILFs. I do not believe all women are MILFs. Because, you know, for one thing, like, women in your family should not be that to you. That's a Oh, and that's what I just glanced over and I see there's. For some reason, I thought this was going to go into me trying to shove Kay into the toilet. But thank you very much. I hope you learned a thing or two from that, Oak. A specific thing, especially. But I appreciate that clip. Let's see, another automod held by Nora that did not get posted saying, my Valentine is a fictional woman. Do I hate women? Apparently, you said so. Moonlight says, Logan, no work today. They only have me working on Sundays. Oh, I forgot about that. I'm sorry, Moonlight. I'm probably going to keep asking for a while until it really gets drilled into my head. But I hope you're having a good day. Quickita says, unlurk, Pimo done. Oh, and another clip. Hang on, there's another clip from Oak. Okay, 2 in a row. Why not? Why not? Let's pop this up, then we will get back to the game after this. This clip from Oak is from 32 minutes ago, titled, Logan Makes a Poop Joke. I'm surprised Twitch Bezos let you put poop in the title. Huh?
I think Kay should stop. Insert fart joke.
Oh, crap. I just looked over. Is she trying to squeeze one out? Is that what you're saying, Vero? Is Kay trying to poop? Is that the reason why girls wear skirts? For an easy poo exit? That is messed up. I thought it was just fashion. But apparently it's for easy removal of the poo. Huh? The proper scientific term, by the way, for poo exit is pexit. In case you're wondering, I just want to make sure that you all are fully aware of that. And I'm assuming that I'm chasing away lurkers by making poo jokes like this, so we should probably get back to the game. I'm gonna unpin this message that's been pinned for a little while. And let's get back into the game. Where in the world did that idea spring from? Anyway, I hope you track it down soon. I'll be rooting for you. Surely this is not important. We probably should jot this down in your organizer, Mr. Edgeworth. So thanks. I appreciate it. Oh, there we go. And Mr. Edgeworth, I told you not to. Mission guard uniform data jotted out by organizer. Stolen from a guard's locker in the detention center corridor on March 26th. And this guy, I'm just gonna block your face because Vero finds you just too darned attractive. Can we there we go. Perfect there. We fit together like puzzle pieces. And then I turn away to look at you dramatically. I was wondering, have you seen an enormous black dog wandering around here recently? That thing? No way, if I had, I'd... Well, let's just say I'd be a lot more nervous about standing guard here. So, do you and this dog have some kind of history or something? Now, okay. You should know when to let sleeping dogs lie. But seriously, that is a good follow-up question. By the sound of it, Canis's dog hasn't been spotted on this side of those heavy security doors. Except we saw the dog in the opening scene. Oh, look, Fender's back. Hey, are those my faithful assistants I see before me? Walking so cool, hands in my pocket. Fender, and where exactly have you been? Oh, where have I been? I've been looking for you two. Been searching high and low. Turns out you were right in the middle. Wandering lonely through the prison halls. That was terrible, I tell ya. But the prison's over there on the other side of the facility, boss. So listen, I just got the lowdown on some seriously dynamite material. You want to hear it, right? Right? Seamless and a little shameless. I was chatting with a few of the guards and they told me something très intéressant. Turns out the Bronxster had himself a little incident 2 days ago, pre-mortem, if you catch my drift. An incident? Simeon told you he came to visit his pal, right? Well, it happened right after they'd wrapped up when Bronco was being escorted back to his cell. So is this gonna have something to do with why Simeon was suspected? It was just one guard, and he was handcuffed. Obs. That's short for obviously. Yeah, I'm cool. I'm hip. They made it back with Bronxster clobbered him, knocked out the poor guy. What'd you say before that? They made it back, and the guard was taking off his cuffs when the Bronxster clobbered him, knocked the poor guy out cold. We don't even get to see that. Sounds like it might have been the prelude to a jailbreak. That's not what you're supposed to do in jail. Let me read some more comments in the chat because I am still way behind. Queen Katie said, thank you Queen Katie Dad for saving the day with a toiler paper roll when I was out. Crystal said, I did something, Nora. Vera said, I meant the skirt thing. Nora said, okay, well, I don't hate women, but I don't like them. They're scary. Have you seen women? They're terrifying. Also, Crystal, I think women are pretty and sometimes smell nice. Oak says, what'd you do, Crystal? Moonlight said, you have dual citizenship. I do, with the United States and Ireland. So if a war ever breaks out, apparently I can just flee to Ireland unless it's against Ireland. Crystal says, I did ... something. Nora says, misogyny. Crystal. Nora said, oh, I was the floor voter, by the way. Quicketa said, oh, now the captions heard Kenneth as Kenneth. Oak says, monster, 123.45. I'm still a half hour behind. Oh, then Nora said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I see what you did there, Oak. Oak says, that's why I did it. Vero says, shadow. Persona. Oak says, persona. Oak says, I'm curious what Logan thinks of the emotes submitted. I think it's gonna be very difficult to choose one winner. I might have to just do like top 3 or something like that. I don't know. There's some very good ones. Quicketa said, I hope he likes mine. Lol. Vera said, we're gonna see them all tomorrow. Unless tomorrow gets canceled, then we'll see him on Sunday, but hopefully tomorrow. Oak says, Queen Katie, I feel like yours should be guaranteed to get in. It's amazing. Oh, have you all been showing each other the emotes? Nora says to Oak, I know he's gonna like mine. Vera with an emote. Crystal says, mwah, to Vero. Ah, do you see that Crystal and Vero just smooched? Oak said, I low-key hope he does multiple emotes because I've been seeing some of the submissions and they are amazing. Vera said, are we triple sure it's not an accident? Don't blame the lady that doesn't help this channel's reputation after allowing hate speech against women. Quicketa said, I take the right one. Oak says, I take left. Vera said, leave one for me. Quicketa said, Vero, we can share. Oak said, there's no more Vero. I'm sorry. I've had a change of heart and in the 30-second slow-mo cooldown and I feel bad for stealing Vero's guard after seeing them being so nice. Vera said, Oak and Katie stole the twins from me. I couldn't even choose because they have the respective guys. Never mind. Okay, let's share. Oak says, nah, I'm fine sharing. Nora said, my phone is 1%. Just like the milk. That's the type of milk I like. So Nora, drink your phone. Vera said, don't die Nora's phone. Oak says, charge it. Atlantic says, charge it then? Nora said, barely made it to the charger. Vera says, Lang! Oh, that's right. We're just getting now into the chat where Lang showed up. Vera said, close enough. Welcome back, Phoenix Wright. Oak says, Logan knows the oh, that was pinned earlier. Oak says, oh crap, speaking of Duolingo, I have 40 minutes, BRB. Quicketa said, muted Logan. Vera says, laughing. Oak says, Oak returns. Nora said, yeah, Maya ran away and I'm so sad. Vera said, Maya left with an old man. Does she resemble me? Vera, are you gonna leave with an old man? Nora said, like, this is the worst thing ever to happen to me. Vera said, I'm gonna go take pics of the new kitty, BRB lurk. Thank you for the lurk. And that's a good reason to lurk. Please post them in the Discord. Let me have a sip of water and then we'll get back in the game because we're like right now, 10 seconds now away from the 2-hour mark already. I think we're making decent progress. We did a whole investigation of a jail cell. It sounds like it might have been the prelude to a jailbreak. Because when the other guards showed up, they couldn't find their comrade's keys. So he stole the keys to the cell? Were there any rumblings about Knight attempting an escape? That's the bit that fries the old noggin. There were none. He just sat in his cell, then turned up dead. And what's more, he swore right to the end that he never stole the keys. They turned his cell inside out too, but no dice. No dice or keys either. I don't know why they were looking for dice. Maybe they like playing tabletop games. Maybe they heard that chess was a tabletop game and got confused. The god who was struck. What did he have to say? Nothing. Poor guy was still out when they took him to the hospital. Word is he's still there. Wait, are we gonna have to make a trip to the hospital? I assumed we were gonna stay in like one location. So there's nobody around to tell us what really happened. Mr. Knight's cell key data jotted out by organizer. A guard was attacked and his keys, including the one to Knight's cell, were stolen. They have yet to be recovered. Maybe he tossed them out the window into the yard? Crap, I was about to say maybe it's Gumshoe, but no, Gumshoe would never call them losers. Is it gonna be winter? It's gonna be winter! It's gonna be winter chicken dinner! What the? It's you losers. Sigh. That's all we need. Am I right? I was right! Look at the way he runs, so excited. Why are you still hanging around here like a bad smell? Hey there, little buddy. Listen, Miles here is working with me now as an associate. Nonsense. You're all just here to cause trouble and turn my investigation into what is something bad? Into a fart. Oh, I'm so clever. Thank you for the 25 bits, Anonymous. I can't even see who did that. That was submitted anonymously. Thank you very much for the 25 bits. Into a fart. Yeah, I'm not gonna explain what a fart is though, but thank you for the 25 bits. Okay, so it is winter. Oh, he misspoke. Eustace means farce, of course. A simple slip of the tongue. Is he really that dumb? Don't tell me, but is he really that dumb? Let me read a couple more comments in the chat. Also, Nora should be happy. Your Gavel is finally back. Let's see, Quicket said, speaking of Lang, I was exploring YouTube and I got recommended a video where some Let's Players were doing these games and just did not say Lang's actual name. They just kept saying other wrong things that start with L for his name, like Agent Lipstick, Agent Loop, etc. I always was like a group of them together. I always think it's fun when you have like a group of people together able to do that type of jokes. So our good buddy Chief Asian was asking me recently about when the game Split Fiction, I think that's what it's called, comes out. That's from the makers of A Way Out and It Takes Two. If we'd like to do a co-stream together to play that game. The one downside with co-streams is on those streams, I cannot read every comment in chat because there's like a lot of back and forth, and I can't just ask like my co-streamers like, hey, just wait for like 10 minutes while I read chat. So I would only be able to read like, I don't know, highlighted or pinned messages or something like that. But is that something you guys would be interested in seeing? And Vera with an unlurk said, no kitty inside, I'll find her later. Oh, hang on, I gotta breathe for a second. Turns out talking almost nonstop for 2 hours takes it out of your lungs. But when you do find the kitty, make sure you take some pictures, Vero. Nora said, remember the clip, the quote, I hit girls with my car, censoring Sonoishu for mods, and automodded for misogyny. Quick with the timestamp 1:43:53. Oh, look at that. I am 21 minutes behind. Vera said, oh dang, what happened to him? Oak said, how the F do you die of dysentery in 2025? They're just like that. Nora said, Kanako was also very sleepy trans lady when she was 16. I think you're Kanako. Oak says, bro, you created her after meeting me. If anything, Kanako is me. Nora said, wait, did I subconsciously create Kanako in similarity to you? Wait, what do you mean subconsciously? I thought that was a conscious choice. Oak says, Psychology 101 taught by Dr. Robo. How did Logan come up with guard voice? It was originally Mike Meekins. Ho, Mike Meekins here. It's just an old Ace Attorney character that then I applied to every guard and bailiff, I think. Vera said, isn't this policeman Oaks? Vero, question mark, Vera said, on screen, the guard on the left. Oak said, oh yeah, I was so confused, I thought I owned a policeman for a second. Nora said, hey, since I have affiliate, do I have longer expiration time for Twitch now? Well, what do you mean expiration time? Do you mean like for your VODs? I believe there's still 2 weeks, and what you get longer if you link an Amazon Prime account to your channel. Then they last, I can't remember how long, but I think it might be like 1 or 2 months, maybe even longer than that, I'm not sure. Quicket said, I took several spoiler clips though, Logan, so fear me for future, wait, what? I've done spoilery stuff tonight on accident? Quigita said, I think so. You can check your own video producer section to see if it's longer than week, then congrats. I think it's like 2 weeks that you get by default. So yes, Nora said, yeah, I'm bad at uploading VODs, so it's super helpful. Oak said, there's probably a way of automatically posting Twitch VODs to YouTube. Nora said, wait, what the heck? Quigita said, you could be like me and highlight them, lol. That's how I have so many VODs on my channel. Quigita said, I am also just bad at uploading my VODs to YouTube as well. I should do that someday. I used to be, but now I stick to a schedule. Nora said, Katie, Aaron voices Black Swan, huh? Quigita said, welcome to that world. Okay, I should play some game, because I don't know what y'all are talking about now. Oh, hang on, over in YouTube, Opinion says, hi, Eustace, with 3 purple hearts. That means that Opinion was injured 3 times in battle. And says, I can't wait until we get further into this game so I can explain why I love her so much and also why I think she's a her, but that's it's gonna be a few months. It's at the rate we're going, it'll probably be a very long time, but I look forward to hearing trivia, headcanons, all that type of stuff. Let's keep going here. Seemed like a reasonably apt choice of words to me. Were I in his shoes, I would have said fart as well. Judge Gavel, good to see you again. I know who you are. You are Simeon Saint's attorney. Huh?
How do you die of dysentery in 2025? You play Oregon Trail. In real life. Or you think Ovaltine is chocolate milk. Good night, everyone.
Good night, Rukov. Thank you for being here. Thank you for popping in. I appreciate the 10 bits. And so I guess if you acknowledge reality that Ovaltine's chocolate milk, you're gonna die of dysentery. I'm sorry, but apparently we're weeding out people who believe in objective reality. But thank you so much, Rukov. As I said, get some rest. I know that you probably need it. We both are you need it even more than me. You're probably gonna wake up even earlier than I am tomorrow. But thank you very much. Good night, Rukov. Sleep well. You're awesome. Guilty as charged. Oh crap, I probably shouldn't say that when I'm a defense attorney. But now that we've broken the ice, how about a friendly little hug? I like hugging the ladies. Ooh, I forgot she does this. Or not, I'm totally cool either way.
Now, did I hear you correctly? That Mr. Edgeworth has joined the defense team?
Yup, and me too. We're officially employees of Edgeworth & Co. That's where they manufacture Edgeworths & Co's.
But a prosecutor is a public servant. You would draw your sword on the goddess to work for personal gain?
It's not a problem if I'm not getting paid, though, correct? Exactly what he said. Miles here is just a volunteer. Hey, don't call me volunteer. Say I'm doing it pro bono. That sounds fancier. We're all about there we go, the pro bono stuff over at Edgeworth & Co. Thank you, Fender. Thank you for taking my note and applying it. Curtsy. Her necklace, like that thing on her cape, that looks like a millennial item. Looks like she has ties to ancient Egypt card games.
How wonderful. So you all work without reward? The goddess would surely approve.
So that means Fender isn't gonna get paid now, huh? Yeah, I'm a regular philanthropist.
Judge Gavel, I was hoping to ask about the grounds for Simeon Saint's arrest. That information...
I didn't get to finish reading her. Hang on. Oh crap, I didn't get to finish reading him either. I clicked it wrong.
That information is all I need.
Is that a challenge I hear? Or are we gonna play? Wait, we can't play mind chess against him. We only got 2 mind chess each chapter, right?
No, I was just asking Judge Gavel.
I'm always ready for a little verbal combat and a little farting, as you saw earlier, to show you what it takes to be a real winner. In the fan translation, since they called him the best, did he ever say that he wants to be the best like no one ever was? To convict them all is his real test.
How is it verbal combat if you won't let me speak? Still, this could prove useful.
Fine, we'll do as you suggest. Now, if you could begin by telling us why Mr. Saint was arrested.
There would be no need for that.
Dude, stop interrupting. So he's doing a meter of 3, so it's like a waltz, right? Not now, Gavel. Watch and wonder. As I put this pathetic prosecutor in his place, there were 3 P words in that. Oh, I do alliteration. I peed 3 times. He's gonna run rings around me. Crap, he is dumb. He's dumb. He's gonna run rings around me. I think you meant to say that you would be the one running rings around me. And I will, so badly that your ears will be ringing. Prepare to be humbled, Edgeworth. Okay, let's do this. Reason for arrest. I hope it's just one sentence. 'Cause he did it. You want to know why I arrested that man? It's simple. Simple. I found evidence. Evidence of him all over that thing. How's that for some winningly in control, inconvertible, incarcerated, conclusive proof? And who saw the truth first? Why, me, of course. Winner by name, winner by nature. Where do I begin? Look at you, utterly lost for words in the face of such mastery. I'll take your silence as yet another win. Honestly, does he ever shut up? You said that you were the one who arrested Mr. Saint, but do you even have the authority to do so, Mr. Winner? Well, obviously it was the police who actually arrested him. But I told them to do it, so I think I can claim the credit, don't you? Of course that's what he meant, sigh. This is clearly going to take a while. A shame, really. Given that I'm much more interested in what Judge Gavel is silently thinking over there. Rebuttal, reason for arrest. Okay, you guys know the drill. We say before every cross-examination, we press every statement, then we decide what we're going to present as evidence. Let me read a few more comments in the chat, though. Quick said, I remember my fellow Ruby fans saw her and post something with a Star Rail logo as a tease. Then she finally came out as Black Swan. Oak says, hey, Logan, what? Should I be worried that you call me my name instead of Longa? Nora said, keyboard slam, do I actually get her now? Quick said, get ready for a large stored size from it, though. Nora's crying. Moonlight says, Logan, no big deal about the job thing. They've been doing it to me since September. Nora says, oh, how much storage does my computer have? Moonlight with a timestamp just before the 2-hour mark. So I'm only like 15 minutes behind, so slow mode works. Nora says, ad quote, 1%, just like the milk I drink. Nora, drink your phone. Vera adds a quote. Vera says, I don't know, maybe. And there's the 2-hour timestamp. Vera said, will I leave with an old man? Probably not. Nora said, Vero, my running away is the worst thing ever to happen to me. Oak says to Nora, I don't know how much storage it has. I just know it's a 2060 Super i7 9700F and 16 gigabytes of RAM, but I didn't check the storage. Moonlight says, I want to see the kitty. Nora said, okay, can you check tomorrow? I don't know how computers work. With
Examples of what he says in here. I guess it can't be helped if you want to take on the best. You'll fall like the rest, and of course I was the first to notice it because I'm the best.
Oh, you know, he could be like Toad. I'm the best. Wasn't that what Toad would always say in like Mario Kart stuff? I can't really do a Toad voice, but I freaking love there's these videos. This girl has this YouTube channel where she does Toad's voice singing songs, and I posted on Discord ages ago, but her song of Toad singing Chandelier is just, it is a work of art. But thank you very much for the 10 bits, Vera. I appreciate that. Oh, and I see Opinion over on YouTube says, the winner for... I'm not disliking him, but it's just, he's dumb. He's a little dumb. What was that? Oh, I just got a follow. Shingo Ya. I hope I'm saying that right. Welcome. Thank you so much for the follow. Let me give you the rundown on our channel here. We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Currently alternate between this, Ace Attorney Investigations 2, and Metaphor Refantasio. However, tomorrow's stream, I do have a gig during the daytime tomorrow that they're saying I should be done early enough, but if it goes long, I may have to cancel tomorrow's stream. But other than that, usually Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays. And I do read every comment in chat. I sometimes get a bit behind. I'm about 15 minutes behind right now, which actually isn't too far to scroll down. So let me scroll down and see if you've written anything yet so I can say hi properly. Because like I said, I do read every comment in chat. Oh, and also one other thing, if you don't want me to call you Shingo Ya, or if I'm saying it wrong, let me know can I call you Shingo? Let me know what I can call you for short. Whatever I know you as when I first meet you will imprint on me like a baby bird though, and I'll know you as forever. Shingo Ya says, saw you on YouTube, and my brain immediately wanted to say hi to another Ace Attorney fan. Here we go. Oh, awesome. Well, thank you so much. Well, I'm glad you're here. So I guess you were watching the Ace Attorney clips on YouTube. I feel like they haven't done as well as like the Persona ones have. I also do have, let me pop this into the chat here just in case you're interested. Vero or Crystal might have posted this as well, but there is a link tree that has all of my social medias, including TikTok, that has like more recent videos. Right now, I think we're going through Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice, which I think are best Ace Attorney videos in my opinion anyway. We're the Dual Destinies one. I miss Fulbright. In justice we trust, bro. But thank you so much for being here. I hope I don't disappoint. I always get a little nervous when somebody sees me either on YouTube or TikTok and comes here, because they realize like, oh, there's also just a lot of goofing around and talking with the chat. And like, he does make jokes, but there's a lot of wasted time. But welcome, Shingo. Again, thank you so much for the follow. I really, really appreciate it. Okay, let's play a little bit, and then I'll be back to the chat and read some more. As I said, I'm about 15 minutes behind in the chat, which isn't too bad, actually. But as I said, you guys know the drill. We always press every statement before we present evidence so we can get all the content we can. You want to know why I arrested that man?
Hold it!
Hold it! I'm just checking, but you do know it was you. Sorry, you do know who it was you arrested, correct? Is this some kind of joke? Of course I know who I arrested. It was Simeon Saint. Good to know he remembers that much at least. I had rock-solid grounds for arresting Simeon Saint. First-rate reasons.
Hold it!
Rock solid, you say? I'm impressed. Hold on, I know what you're doing here. You're trying to butter me up. Well, it might work on the chumps you meet in court, but it won't work on me. I prefer margarine. Oh, hey! Babanon is gifted a sub to Shingo. Okay, Shingo, I'm gonna assume until you say otherwise, I can call you that for short. We have an anonymous gifter in our community who gifts subs. We call this person affectionately Batmanon. So you just got gifted a sub. So that means you now will have, as soon as it syncs up, you'll have access to all of our emotes. You'll be immune to pre-roll ads. Also, if you happen to join the Discord, no pressure if you don't, there is the one benefit is there's a Hey Hey channel where only subscribers access, and all you do is just post Hey Hey. So I hope you enjoy your gift sub. Thank you so much, Batmanon. That's like, how many is that today? That's like 3 of them? Thank you, Batmanon, for your amazing generosity. Oh, and over on YouTube, Opinion has a comment saying she's just a silly little guy who redacted, classified, data expunged. Well, it's good to know that hopefully Winter will have some more fleshed out backstory rather than just being a kind of a bit of a goober. But I am enjoying this. Well, it might work on the chumps you meet in court, but it won't work on me. What was that? Is he hopping back there? The evidence we found is certainly rather darning for Mr. Saint. Perhaps you should tell Mr. Edgeworth about it, Eustace. Darning is right, and it was on the strength of that evidence that I decided to arrest him. It's simple. I found evidence of him all over that thing. So what he's talking about? I'm gonna take a stab in the dark and say it's the fold-up chess set, because that was the thing that Simeon Saint gave to Horace Knightley, or I keep forgetting his real name, Bronco Knight. There we go, Bronco Knight. There. So yeah, I'm gonna guess it's fold-up chess set because that would make sense. And plus, I feel like there's got to be a hidden compartment because we were able to do like the thing where we look at it on all sides, but we but there wasn't anything interesting there. So hold it.
Hold it!
Evidence of him was all over that thing. Could you be a little more specific, Mr. Winner?
Do I really have to spell it out for you, Edgeworth? I'd hope even you could put 2 and 2 together.
Stop messing around! The onus is on you to provide a comprehensive testimony.
Don't talk about onuses. That's dirty.
Come now, Eustace. I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth and his friends would be very interested to learn how you cracked the case. They certainly look keen to hear about it.
Fine, if you insist, I'll fill in the gaps. Brace yourselves, because this is gonna blow your tiny little minds. I bet you didn't even know, but the victim had, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, a chess set with him. I was right!
Yay! Let me celebrate by reading some more comments in the chat, because like I said, I'm behind. Let's see. Oak says to Nora, if you're still on your computer, it's pretty simple. Vera said, the winner! Nora said, Verity. Quickity said, winner, my man. Also, Logan, get ready for a couple of testimonies. Good luck. I have a feeling testimonies with him won't be too difficult. I'm guessing. That's the vibe I'm collecting. Moonlight says, his hair. Nora said, why do I have to leave as soon as Verity gets here? Oh, do you have to get going, Nora? Vera says, his hair is... question mark and exclamation point. It is punctuation. I hope it occasionally becomes a semicolon when it has 2 independent clauses that still are linked together. Oak says, good night, Nora. Quickita said, that's the running joke, Logan. Winner keeps making the wrong sayings and everyone correcting him. Nora said, good night, Verity. Sorry, I already have a Valentine. Maybe next year. Night, y'all. Love y'all. See you tomorrow. I'm so excited for submission reveal tomorrow. Good night, Nora. Thank you so much for being here. Sleep well. Have a good rest of your night. Moonlight says, good night, Nora. Quickita with the timestamp 2:04:24. Okay, so I'm 18 minutes behind. I got a little bit worse. Oak said, good night, Rukop. Sleep, go sleep. Oh yeah, because Rukop came with the TTS. Vera said, good night, Rukop. Moonlight says, rest well, Rukop. Quickita said, I wonder if anybody ships Fender with Verity. Well, I don't know. Fender certainly wanted a hug. Oak says, I ship Fender X, the real life Fender guitar. I think he is a committed relationship with an electric guitar brand. Quickita said, Logan, it's funny you say this. I do plan on sharing something fun after/during this testimony about the fan translation. It's a very clever sentence, and I want everyone to know. Feel free to pin. Oak says, stop farting on me, useless winner. Moonlight says, child thinks he's a conductor. Oak says, catchy if he liked waffles instead. Beowulf says, I hate it so much. Why is he so pretentious? Oak says, what are your thoughts on Akechi? Beowulf says, Akechi is actually a good character. Moonlight says, winner's infuriatingly smug. I do enjoy a good smug character, though, I have to admit. Oak says, wait, did I forget to say boo? I think I forgot to say boo after Hey Logan. Bill says, it's not even playing the cross-examination theme. It's, oh, you're right. It has to play his pathetic song with 0 climax. I didn't even realize that. And there's where Shingo got here with the follow. Wow, slow mode is working. I'm catching up. Thank you guys for Vero and Crystal for discovering the wonders of slow mode.
I bet you didn't even know, but the victim had, wait for it, a chess set with him. And that chess set was covered in the fingerprints of a certain Mr. Simeon Saint.
Yeah, because he gave it to... Does our evidence of the chess set say that it was given by Saint? Folding chessboard with pieces stored inside. It belonged to Knight and was brought to him at his request by Saint. So there we go. That'll obviously be the evidence. So he's going to add that to his testimony. We'll present that as evidence. This is easy against this kiddo. Praise be to the goddess of justice for the insight she offers, and congratulations once again, Eustace. You would not object to Eustace amending his testimony, I trust, Mr. Edgeworth? No, by all means, please do.
Mr. Saint's fingerprints were right there all over the victim's chest set and his chest.
Okay, I mean, I guess we'll still press the remaining 3 statements just for funsies. See if there's any more goofy shenanigans to be had. But you weren't the only one who actually found his prints, were you? Why did I say only? You weren't the one who actually found his prints, were you?
Of course not. I'm a prosecutor. I leave the dirty work to forensics.
The fingerprints are certainly a problem, but then that chess set was ... I should take another look at the evidence.
How's that for some winningly conclusive proof?
The only incontrovertible fact here is that you don't know how to give a proper testimony.
No, I said inconvertible. You're dumb. What are you talking about? It's not my fault if you can't keep up. Oh, bounce back.
Perhaps I should be so bold as to offer some additional details. The only fingerprints found at the scene belonged to the guards, the prisoner, the victim, and Mr. Saint. I think you'll agree that Mr. Saints were the only prints that had no business being there.
Yes, exactly. Now do you get it, Edgeworth?
I do, but I'm not sure about you.
There were other prints belonging to the victim and the guards, so only Mr. Saints were out of place.
Hold it!
This is actually taking longer than I thought. Let me read a couple more comments in the chat. Oak says to Shingo, hi. Shingo says, also, I love that Eustace's dumb theme is going this whole cross-examination. Haha, the perfect introduction. So it's like the duality of man. Shingo loves that we're playing his theme, and Beowulf hates it. But it's a waltz, though. It's nice. It goes 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Sorry, I took cotillion when I was little. I know ballroom dance. Vera said, good to have you here. We played AA126 and AAI1. Once we're done with this, we plan on getting into the great Ace Attorneys soon enough. Shingo says, Shingo is perfect. There we go. But it just popped into my algorithm. No surprise. I'm a super Ace Attorney fan. Oh, awesome. Okay. In that case, I hope your expectations for me are really low. Because I get nervous. I have very bad imposter syndrome, so I hope you do not regret following me. I probably shouldn't say that to people, but thank you very much again for the follow. I do appreciate it. Let me have a sip of water. Hang on. There we go. If there were other prints at the crime scene, shouldn't those people be suspects too? I know the very fact that he was found in a part of the prison he should not have been in. I feel like that would implicate the guards much more than the rando who gave him a chess set, right?
Other people, I don't think so.
And why not?
Had Mr. Saint's prints not been found on the chess set, those others would indeed have been suspects. Yet somehow his prints were there, despite the fact that they had no business being there.
I like his little bouncy thing he does when he has an exclamation point.
Exactly, which means Mr. Saint was, Saint is, help me, Mommy.
He is neither a prisoner nor a guard, therefore he should not have been able to enter the prison. Finding his prints in a place he shouldn't have had access to is grounds enough for an arrest, no?
Yeah, what she said. Oh, not bad, Gavel.
You are too kind. I mean, it's clear she's just going along with this because they need a scapegoat, because they had to kill him to cover up the attempted assassination of the president of Zhangfa. And it's like, okay, fingerprints, we'll just execute this guy.
And who saw the truth first? Why, me, of course. Winner by name, winner by nature.
Hold it!
You saw it first, and I suppose you can prove that. What? He's doing like,
oh, I made the connection the moment I saw the crime.
Okay, this face he's making is endearing. See, he's a fun little guy.
The moment I saw the crime scene. It was a lightning fast deductive leap. What more evidence do you need?
Well, you haven't given me any evidence at all so far, so...
You still don't get it, do you? Well, don't worry. We can't all be born winners.
I'm not sure I even want to get whatever it is he's talking about. Oh, achievement unlocked! A winner's education for pressing every single one of Eustace's statements and forcing ... out of the red. Okay! Awesome! My bad habits and my obsessive need to experience every ounce of a game gave me an achievement. How about that? Okay, so yeah, wait, did we press, yeah, we pressed all the statements then. Why are we at the end one then? Yeah, okay, so I guess we pressed all the statements. I don't know why we went to the end. So let's save before we present the evidence, just in case I'm dumber than I actually think I am, which is entirely possible. Save. Quiggity says to Shingo, yep, after this game will be great Ace Attorney games, and then we're done with Ace Attorney. Sad time for real. Vera said, for real. Oak says, I miss Maya so much. Well, you guys have said that there's gonna be an Easter egg of her, a cameo of some sort. Yeah, Vera said, Batman on. Quiggity said, all hail Batman on. Moonlight says, Batman on. Shingo says to anonymous gifter, thanks for the gift sub. This stream has a ton of energy. I hope positive. I try to foster a good positive energy here. Oh, and over on YouTube, Opinion says, I'm gonna head to bed. Have a good rest of the stream. Eustace achievement. Yay. Good night, Opinion. Thank you so much for being here. I'm glad that you were able to stick around long enough to see your favorite Eustace winner. Good night. Hopefully we'll see you next time. Sleep well. Okay, so yes, we just present the evidence of the chess set that it was given to Knight by Simeon Saint as like a present at his request, I guess, whatever, his chess set. But again, it has to have a hidden compartment. He was smuggling something into there. Or he may not have been smuggling something in, but he may have needed a hiding place. So if he stole the key, was it key or keys? I don't know if it was a whole lot of keys or just one key. Maybe the key or keys are hidden inside the chess set? Because it's gotta have a secret compartment, right? So the fingerprints on the chess set are the ace up your sleeve? What? Well, why are you trying to stick things up my places? Oh, yes. The chess set up the ace's sleeve. That's right, Edgeworth. I've got a winning hand, as usual. I always have a winning hand in chess. Actually, you could. Have I talked to you guys about how, like, there's the game Nightmare Chess? I love it. It combines chess and a card game. It's such a good game. I wish more people had it. I do have Tabletop Simulator, and there's like a Steam Workshop mod to play it. It's a very good game. Only your winning hand is a busted flush. For you see, it was Simeon Saint who brought that chess set to the victim in the first place. Therefore, it's only natural that his fingerprints are all over it. That took a while to sink in. Okay, the fact that he's a little dunce is kind of endearing. Being a little dummy. It's kind of fun. I could see this wearing on people eventually. I hope it doesn't get old. Let me read a couple more comments in the chat, though. Let's see. Oak says, also apologies for slow mode. Logan gets behind in chat a lot, so we have to use slow mode so he can catch up. Yeah, that's probably why right now I'm probably still only about 10 or 15 minutes behind instead of 45 minutes behind. Shingo says, oh my gosh, Eustace, more like useless. Oh, burn! Queen Katie says, not Logan being so in love with Horace, he can't remember the real name. Okay, I should also mention this to Shingo. As we've been going, Queen Katie has been telling me the fan translation names for all the characters, and I've been deciding which ones I like better. And I'm sorry, but Horace Knightley is such a better name than Bronco Knight. Some of them haven't been better, but that one was definitely better. Let's see, Vera says, laughing. Oak says, also, Vero, Logan is only like 20 minutes behind. Can you please make it at least 20 seconds instead, please? Queen Kitty said, today I learned that apparently pressing all of Winter's statements gives you an achievement. I learned that too. High five. In conclusion, those fingerprints aren't proof of anything, and Mr. Saint's arrest was premature. Premature? That's like a type of baby. You're stupid, Mr. Edgeworth. Simeon Saint isn't a baby. The incident took place here within the walls of this facility, and being neither a guard nor a prisoner, it makes very little sense to suspect Mr. Saint. Oh, now what? Oh, I think you might be the premature one here, Edgeworth. See, I just called you a baby. And to think you were the one accusing me of being hasty. Did he only just work out what that word means? Sure, I identified Mr. Saint as a suspect faster than pretty much anybody else. And I won the race when it came to picking out the crucial evidence, too. Oh, I'm quick on the draw, you see. But hasty? Oh, not at all. You're right that Mr. Saint isn't a guard or a prisoner here, but he was... Oh, what? Eustace. Judge Gavel. But out, Gavel. I have him right where I want him, and now I'm gonna eat him. Let me read a few more comments. The chat. Vera said, made it to 30. Oh, 30-second slow mode. Shingo says, I'm not sure. He feels so dumb that it might be difficult for him to notice he made bad logic. That is true. Okay, that is a good point. It is actually really difficult to have like a debate with someone who's just too stupid to grasp your argument. So that is true. And Vera with a clip. We should also mention this to Shingo. One of the rules is that when someone posts a clip into the chat, we load it up into our clip viewer so we can all watch it together, which also helps me see how far behind I am with the timestamp. Only 13 minutes behind. Hey, this clip from Vero is titled Banger Clip. He would say that. So let's see what this is. Hang on. Stop messing around. The onus is on you to provide a comprehensive testimony. Oh no, not this.
Don't talk about onuses. That's dirty.
And that's where it cuts off. Of course, I make a dirty joke and it gets a clip. But thank you very much for the clip, Vero. I appreciate that. Let me just click this back over here. And thing is, okay, how... I feel like that this is a bit obvious that she's a villain. That if your theme is on like the type of, what is it a special type of pipe organ that like the Phantom of the Opera has? It's like, that's obvious, that is a bad guy thing. Good guys never have pipe organ music as their theme, right? Let's see, Oak said 22222, catching up. Yeah, look at that. Vera says, do you think Verity just lets him be dumb so he can try and grow as a prosecutor? Maybe she's into himbos. You know, everybody's got a type. Vera said she ought to stop him if he gets too dumb. Let's see, Oak says, quote 253 also for Shingo. I think you should see this. Why? Oak, don't try to chase away our new friends. Okay, that quote right there had a context that made perfect sense. Okay, we were talking about if you get a tooth pulled and there's like a hole in there and like the dentist is like, don't put your tongue in the hole. I'm saying it'd be tempting. It'd be tempting. Sorry.
But out, Cavell, I have him right where I want him.
Forgive me, Eustace, but if I may, while the particulars of the suspect are indeed fascinating, don't we have something a little more impressive to share with the prosecutor?
Something more impressive? Okay, if you say so. Unbutton.
If you wouldn't mind, Mr. Edgeworth, Eustace made an ingenious deduction concerning the murder weapon. Perhaps you would like to hear it.
Yes, of course, that. Well remembered, Gavell. Listen to this, Edgeworth, and prepare to be amazed.
Okay, there's no way that in any realistic universe that they did not check the security footage and also see that little shadowy whatever gnawing away at his neck, right? Except then they shouldn't have suspected Simeon Saint either. Okay, but let's find out. Let's see what he thinks the murder weapon is. Objection! Will this ingenious deduction explain why Mr. Saint was arrested? Unless Simeon Saint, like his side hustle is that he trains monkeys. I mean, I think Queen Katie pointed out that Simeon, like, that's also a type of monkey, like Simeon, it's an ape, I think, right?
Let's just say, you won't be disappointed.
Yeah, is a simian a monkey or an ape? I know monkeys have tails and apes don't. Isn't that the only difference? And I think monkeys are sometimes smaller? Judge Gavell deliberately diverted the conversation away from my line of questioning. What exactly is she up to? All right, wow, we're getting through a lot of cross-examinations tonight. The whereabouts of the murder weapon.
Fact 1, the murder weapon was some sort of metal blade.
How do we know it was metal? Ooh, I thought we were going with dog tooth. Unless the dog had like, a crown, like a gold crown or something.
Fact 2, potentially deadly blades are strictly controlled within the prison walls, as we both know. From these two facts, I conclude that the weapon in question must have come from outside. It must have been hidden inside the chess set. That's what I think anyway. And since the only prints we found in the chess set belong to the victim and the suspect, I'd say it's blindingly obvious who brought the weapon in and who used it, wouldn't you?
Well, I mean, if he found a knife in there and if the knife had Simeon Saint's fingerprints on it too. If nothing else, his testimony this time is a little more comprehensible than the last.
Another winning deduction brought to you by one Eustace Winner, Prosecutor Extraordinaire.
More like one winner, useless prosecutor extraordinaire, if you ask me. Sometimes I ought to say these things out loud. He's an ace defective.
But how could anyone even hide a weapon inside that chess set? Good question. Why don't you take a look for yourselves? I tried to before. I tried to open secret compartments. Game wouldn't let me. Inside the chessboard, I suppose there's only one way to find out. Oh, yes. See, it's checked off already. The hinges any different? No. Okay, let's open it up. There's nothing here but chess pieces. It's gonna be the green piece of felt on the top. You're gonna be able to pop it open, and there's gonna be a compartment. And maybe that's where keys were hidden or something. That laugh is really something. Oh, do I need to make his laugh more annoying? He seems pretty convinced the weapon was hidden in here somewhere. I'd better take a closer look. Yep, see there. We know it has to be. Can we click any of the pieces? Ah! What? The stiff lining at the top opens like a flap door. Flap door is like a trap door, but just like a little bit grosser. Let me read some more comments in the chat. Quick said, I feel like Verity literally yoinked him from Themis Academy during his first class and was like, okay, you have a job. Now have fun, honey. Shingo says, I love the way you're voicing Eustace. He does sound dumb. Oh, thank you so much. I enjoy doing the voices. That means a lot if people enjoy them. Vera said, I know my dumb son. I love how he adds sentences too. Oak said, woo, new Jane Remover album. Said, holy crap, new Logan Lord? He knows ballroom dance? That's what you grasped onto? Not the fact that I took cotillion when I was a kid, which is such like a weirdly archaic thing at cotillion where they teach you like proper table manners, pulling the chair out for the girl and which fork you're supposed to use for which course. And then they taught us the waltz and the foxtrot. So not a whole lot of ballroom dancing. It's basically enough ballroom dancing that you would be capable of teaching I don't know how old I was, like 7, 8, 9, something like that. Vera said, he looks like he does. Oak says, Logan looks like he owns a claw machine. Oh, I wish. Although if I owned a claw machine, I would technically already own all the prizes inside. So maybe it would be pointless. Maybe it would just be the challenge of it. Shingo says, Eustace, I don't think so. Edgeworth, why not, Eustace? Because I don't think. That's basically what that first cross-examination was. Oak says, hold it, you aren't a winner by nature, you are stupid. Quickity says, right, winner is our silly loser, I love him. Vera said, we got him, folks, Logan is endeared by him, just a little bit. It's still not as much as Fulbright. I miss Fulbright. Shingo says, if we told him that he's not the clown, but the entire circus, he would try and flip it around into a win. He's like, oh yeah, because the entire circus is so much better than just one clown. It's because I can do anything. Oak says to Shingo, people love circuses, so I'm still the best. And Shingo says, oh my gosh, ha ha ha. Oak says, that's the best I could come up with, that I had to use the unofficial translation name, useless. Why are you moaning at me? What? Wait, what was he moaning? Am I missing moaning? Is he, just moaning for reasons. Wow, there's plenty of room in here. Indeed, more than enough to hide something like a small knife or keys, right? Ingenious, no? The killer snuck the weapon in by... Objection! Ha! Just pausing for dramatic effect. Ha! What do you mean? Oh, you look so sad. What do you mean, ha? Let me finish, will you? You didn't even let me say the next thing. I'm really proud of my deduction. I fear you've not been listening, Mr. Winner. Or perhaps you've simply forgotten. The detention center is outfitted with a security gate. Oh yeah, we even saw before. It's like a metal detector, right? I mean, yeah. And, The security gate also acts as a metal detector, Eustace. We must pass through another one on the way into the prison itself, remember? Oh, yes, oh, that's right. Oh, of course, I remember. He definitely didn't. It would have been impossible to smuggle a metal blade through such a gate and into the facility, which would seem to blow a rather large hole in your reasoning, Mr. Winner.
The gate is only used to scan people. Any items they bring into the facility are only subjected to a cursory check.
Oh, that's right. You can like put stuff on a little tray. I feel like you should have more than a cursory check, though. Right? Because, like, that's people gonna be smuggling in all sorts of crap. Are you telling me the chess set wasn't put through the metal detector?
It should have been. Alas, it seems the guards have grown a little lax in that regard of late.
Pocket chess set data updated to my organizer. A folding chessboard with the pieces stored inside. It belonged to Knight and has a secret compartment. Security gates data jotted out of my organizer, deployed at the entrances to both the detention center and the prison proper, capable of detecting items made of metal.
Very good. Thank you, Gavel. Someday you'll be as smart as me.
It was my pleasure. Now, Mr. Edgeworth, if you would be so kind as to begin your cross-examination.
Is it just me, or is it a little weird that we're actually just now eliminating all pretense? We're just calling it a cross-examination. Oh, yeah, Edgeworth calls it out. Cross-examination. It's like she's holding a trial. Well, no matter. Okay, so that was intentional. I take back my complaint. Let's see how well this ingenious deduction of Mr. Winners holds up, shall we? Rebuttal the whereabouts of the murder weapon. Okay, as always, like I said, we save, press everything, and then present evidence. And this might be the last thing we have time to do before we hit the 3-hour mark. Oh crap, I forgot to mention, we are past the 2.5-hour mark, which means it's a good time to start keeping an eye out for raid suggestions for later on. I should have said that earlier. Vera said, by the way, fan translation called it trump card instead of winning cards, and instead of premature, it's rash. Oak said, I think Eustace was a premature baby, but like 9 months premature. Vera said, that's so mean. Why am I laughing? Shingo says, when it comes to the fan translation name, the fact that the translation was so good gets people flipped around. It was as if we had doomed ourselves because once the game would get translated, there was no way they would use those names. Still, I can accept Mr. Winner here. Also, Verity is a fantastic name. I do prefer Verity, because like Verity Gavel, I mentioned before, sounds very regal, very kind of proper. Whereas I can't even remember what her name was before. It was something that like it made sense, but it didn't have that nobility to it. So it's some are good, some are better, some are worse. But the fan translations, the one name that I think both got wrong was I do like the idea of Caserado's polar bear being Mark instead of Teddy or what was the other one? Teddy or Rocky. Because again, if you're gonna do a Rocky reference, it should be Mick. Because like the boxer's Rocky, Mick is the coach. But just because Mark is the Japanese word for bear, ku and ma. Kuma with ku and ma switched around. So kuma, ma, ku. It's brilliant. Again, I gotta breathe for a second though. This is the other thing, Shingo, since you're new. I feel like I gotta let you know all the new stuff since it's your first time. Sometimes talking for 3 hours straight makes me get a little bit lightheaded, like I need oxygen. So I gotta every now and then remember, I need to breathe. Oak says to Shingo, Horace Knightley is just such an incredible... It works on so many levels. Just the fact that Horace sounds like horse, but isn't actually... Whereas Bronco, it's like, Bronco Knight, okay. It's fine. But Horace Knightley is so good. Quigita said, for real, half the official names are amazing, but not too attached to the... but I'm too attached to the fan translations. Shingo said, quote, why are you suspecting me of being the mean one, Mr. Edgeworth? Have you heard of your own... Oh, sorry, that was supposed to be Gavel. Why are you suspecting me of being a mean one, Mr. Edgeworth? Have you heard your own theme, lady? Peter says, this isn't helping. Moonlight says, organ music or anything minor key is villain music. I still, like, whenever people say, like, oh, here's this song in a minor key, I kind of get it. Like, I can tell the difference, but I don't know technically what the difference is. Maybe you can explain it because you're a music person, Oak. Shingo says, there's no way they would not have checked the video, right? ... right? Eustace starts sweating profusely. Oak says, I think anything in Baroque scales is villain. It's even fancier. Can we get it with the timestamp? 2:38:38. I'm 11 minutes behind. I'm getting closer. I'm within that 15-minute range. Shingo says, in Baroque keys. Oak says, I didn't mean to use an emoji there. I meant to just say music. Moonlight says to Oak, agreed. Just a common thing in media. Okay, let's play some more. So we're gonna press every statement. Let's see if we can at least get through all the pressing of statements before the end of the stream. Ideally, I'd like to present the evidence as well, but sorry, one more thing. I'll keep saying one more thing. I'll be like Iroh from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Was he the one who... No, it wasn't he who said one more thing. Crap, I got my old cartoons mixed up. It was the grandpa in Jackie Chan Adventures. One more thing. Why did I think that was Uncle Iroh? They're not even similar at all. Wow, I'm disappointed in myself. But yeah, one more thing, I should let you know, I play very slowly, in case you haven't noticed. It takes me about 2.5 times as long as normal people to get through any game. Fact 1, the murder weapon was some sort of metal blade.
Hold it!
A metal blade, you say? Do you have any evidence to support this?
You mean you didn't even look at the victim's injuries? Why am I not surprised, you third rate? The fatal blow was a stab wound to the neck, and it was delivered by a knife-like blade. That much is absolutely beyond doubt.
It appears they're not yet aware of a certain other piece of information.
Is that an annoying enough laugh? Lost for words, are we? Then I'll just keep going. My brilliant deductions don't end there, you know.
So I'm guessing the other thing will be the fact that Sawheat saw the dog clenched around the neck, right?
Fact 2, potentially deadly blades are strictly controlled within the prison walls, as we both know.
Hold it!
Hold it! The fact that such objects are strictly controlled doesn't mean they're actually forbidden.
Well, no. I mean, some of the prisoners use scissors to cut the animal's hair, but they're those like Crayola scissors. They're like plastic and rounded at the end. I mean, if somebody kills somebody else with that, we should just be so impressed that they get to go home free.
And that avenue of inquiry was conscientiously pursued, as you no doubt recall, Eustace.
Oh, yes. One bladed object had been signed out by a single prisoner at the time of the incident.
Okay, this sounds important.
The item was tested for traces of blood, but none were found.
Oh, there we go. I suppose he's referring to the scissors Mr. Sawheat was using. Okay, crap, it's not new information.
So there's no way the blade in question came from inside the prison? From these two facts, I concluded that the weapon in question must have come from outside.
Okay, what? I'm not a knife expert. But you remember Sawheat's glove? It's like a rubber glove. Sometimes they'll make those of like really, really sturdy, crap, I can't remember what you call the material, but it's like a rubbery material, like almost vinyl, I don't know. And it like you can use those when you're tending to animals because the claws won't get through and like they don't cut, right? So what if he had put the scissors inside of it, tight around it, or maybe not Sawheat himself, but somebody else, and stabbed into his neck using that could have, I mean, it wouldn't have like a sharp end, but I'm gonna be honest, even like not sharp stuff can like stab right into somebody's neck, maybe? But I guess maybe then it wouldn't show up as like a knife-like blade, it would look more like a dull dowel or something like that. I'm just tossing out thoughts.
From these two facts, I concluded the weapon in question must have come from outside.
Outside? What does that mean exactly?
We're inside. Outside is the not inside place. The opposite of inside, you numbskull. Crap!
I thought of a dumb thing for him to say, and the thing that he really said is the dumb thing. Was that an attempt at a clarification or a put down? Because it clearly accomplished neither.
What Eustace means to say is that it must have been brought from outside the prison by Mr. Saint.
Honestly, Edgeworth, if you haven't figured that out by now, then you're an even bigger loser than I thought. Oh, I'm so sad thinking about you being such a loser. I wanted you to be cool.
The feelings is mutual, believe me.
Mr. Saint clearly brought the murder weapon into the prison. The question is how? It must have been hidden inside the chess set.
That's what I think anyway. I should read some more comments in the chat because we're like 6 minutes away from the 3-hour mark. And I mentioned before, I do need to end on time tonight because I have a very early morning tomorrow. So let's make sure that we're staying close to caught up in chat. Let's see. Oak says, I think the AA universe needs to be more selective with who gets to be an attorney. Quick said, oh yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Oak, do you know what Phoenix's degree was in? He was like an art major or something, and he apparently just got to be an attorney. Quick said, okay, Logan, I know you're feeling. Also, I looked at the chessboard, but it was literally before it prompted me to look at it. So when I gave up, it prompted me to go, and I got so mad. Okay, that's even worse then. But yeah, like, why? They ought to at least have something. Like some alternate variation where it's like, if you discover it soon, it rewards you, and then we get dialogue. It's like, oh yeah, I remember seeing that before. Quick said, please pin that. Logan needs to know I'm on his side. Oak says, I don't even know what cotillion is. I really need to watch the Dual Destinies VOD. Well, my understanding, at least for me, what my experience was, it teaches small children to be like polite and manners and things like that. I think it was more common in like olden times. Like you could, I just imagine like, I don't know, Pride and Prejudice era type of people. It's like, oh, I have to go. I'll be late for cotillion. So I don't know what age they normally do things, but I think it might just be a lot more emphasis on dancing. I don't know. Let's see. Vera says, he's so silly because he said, it's the best reasoning you can get from Prosecutor. The best. How do you like that? Mixing his name in the name pun instead of another winning deduction brought to you by the one winner Eustace, Prosecutor Extraordinaire. I like it that way too because he says it's the best reasoning as his name. Prosecutor, the best. Like he has it the backwards way. Vera said in the fan translation. Moonlight said, never learned the foxtrot, learned the rest in high school. Oak says, how does Bayo not love this freak? Vera says he has a wet sad, he's a wet sad puppy. Quickita says to Vero, should I post my thing now or wait till after? I don't know what's a good time here in this version. At the rate we're going, it might have to wait till next time, depending on how long and extensive it is. Vera said, nope, wait for it. Oak says, Edgeworth, we don't need to hear about blowing very large holes. Quickita said, cool, thank you, you the best, Vero. Oak says, we don't need to hear about what you and Phoenix do. Crystal! Queen Katie says, Justine Courtney, that's what it was. Which again, it like there's a reference there, but it doesn't sound regal. Queen Katie with a hydrate command. Thank you very much, Queen Katie. I will do that right now. Gotta open a fresh bottle of water. Thank you very much. Moonlight with a timestamp, 2:48:25, so it looks like I'm about 9 minutes behind. Let's see, Shingo says, that was the Uncle and Jackie Chan. Yes, I am so sorry. I got it mixed up. I don't know why, because I love old cartoons. I love to watch old cartoons. And I just got my wires crossed for some reason. I was just thinking like the wrong... Wait, was he an uncle in Jackie Chan? Was he his uncle or his grandpa? I don't even remember. It's been so long since I've seen that show. But if he was an uncle, I'll use the excuse that he and Uncle Iroh were both uncles, and that's why, when in reality, it's just that I had a brain fart. Or, as Gavel thinks, a brain farce. Or maybe that was Edward. I don't know. I'm gonna stop talking. Oak says, the key is just the set of notes that you use. Technically, all minor scales are just a major scale minus 3 semitones. I'm impressed with myself. I knew that word is semitones. But they typically use minor chords, which tend to sound more sad because it isn't as consonant as major chords. I gotta breathe, hang on. Oak says, for example, C major is all the white keys and so is a minor. But C major will use more major chords and a minor will use more minor chords even though they are technically the same notes. A lot of that's still going over my head. I still don't understand how you pick chords. Oak says, I'm gonna imagine someone killing someone with squiggly Crayola scissors. No, have I told this story before? So when I was a kid, there was one time when I was little, we were visiting my grandma, and my older brother, he was like irritating me so much. And okay, here's the thing that happened. I'm gonna fast forward to the end and I'll give you the flashback what actually happened. So we got into an argument, and at some point he tried to run out of the kitchen that had a back door into the backyard. And he didn't realize that the glass door was shut. It was one of those doors that has like the regular wooden door and then a glass door. And the wooden door was open. He didn't realize the glass door. And as a little kid, he went running through and he smacked right in the glass door and the glass shattered. And a piece of glass kind of cut his wrist a little bit. And he had to go in and get stitches for it, okay? And what he says to people after that is, oh, one time when I was little, my younger brother, Logan, chased me with scissors and I got stitches. That's what he says. Chased me with scissors and got stitches. What he doesn't tell you is that I was doing like art project with Crayola safety scissors, and I gestured at him angrily, and he ran away right into that. And that is chased me with scissors, and I got stitches when it was really green plastic Crayola safety scissors, and he just freaked out and ran into a glass door, and the glass shattered. Shingo says, maybe if you were someone like, I don't know, the killer. I have no idea what Eustace just tried to say. How do you function, boy? Oak says, I don't know how does he live like this? Oak says, raid suggestion, Nebulican, who we have raided before, so I will copy that down. We do try and give priority to people whom we have not raided before or recently. But if anybody else has some raid suggestions, we just passed the 3-hour mark. Moonlight says, that's the derp face. Shingo says, I was watching another streamer who is a lawyer. She expressed that lawyers coming from different professions is not only common, but encouraged. An art major lawyer is good at spotting differences and analysis in art cases. Okay, that makes sense. And funnily enough, when thinking of Phoenix, a lot of his contradictions and things he points out are stuff that only one that can appreciate with observation, as in using eyes in a lot of pictures. That's interesting. Okay, I didn't realize that. I just thought that you were supposed to go to law school, and that's it. That's interesting. Vera said, since we're speaking chess, I suggest, I don't know how to pronounce that one, so let me copy that one down. Vera has a suggestion as well. Let me copy down Vero's suggestion. There we go. One second. Vera said, since they're playing 5D chess. Oh, is it 5D chess with time travel? Because I finally one time got that on sale, but I've still never played it yet. Oh, look, I'm so close to catching up. Oak says, we forgive you, Longa. You just picked whatever chord sounds best. You usually only use the notes in the key of the song. Moonlight says, you need a breathe command / redeem, Logan. I was just thinking while I was at the gym today in fact, I thought of what, yes, I thought of this as an idea for the breathe redeem. Don't they have a sound effect? I can't remember if it's a music or a sound effect thing. I remember like when I was little playing a Sonic the Hedgehog game, and I think other people have talked about this, when you're underwater and your time runs out, it's either the music speeds up or there's like a sound effect or like a ticking. Maybe that, because he's like drowning and needs air, maybe. Oak said, so you usually just choose between 7/12 notes. Vera said, never mind, they changed the game, laughing. Quick says, oof, and then salute. And there, 3 hours, 1 minute, and 58 seconds. I caught up to chat for the first time of the night. Yeah. Moonlight says, John Lee Music is live playing chess. Oh, okay, that's another one we could do. We haven't rated, we have rated John Lee Music before, but it has been a while. So let me copy these over. The other thing, of course, we like to look for is who has the fewest number of viewers. And I do follow John Lee Music, and John Lee Music has 21 viewers. That is quite a lot. Actually, speaking of people we haven't rated, like if we do go by followers, people we haven't rated in a while, there is Wonder Mama 1. So that's a possibility as well. Let me just copy all those over. Vera says, want to check the game Logan mentioned, and no one is streaming it. Womp. Oak says, no, 7 out of 12. Okay, I wasn't sure if that was like a musicals notation thing that I don't know about, because I am dumb with things. Oak says, thank you for the very misogynistic stream. It made me smile. I wasn't the one being misogynistic. I feel like it was all, thank you, Toilet Tuck, for the save. Oh, hang on, as I'm checking these other things. Sorry, I was just loading up some stuff. Thank you, Toilet Tuck. I will save. This is going to be weird. Please remind me next time that we're halfway through pressing all these statements. I don't want to go and think like, oh, well, if I'm here and if I saved, I must have pressed all these statements. So let's save right here. So we are going to be winding down just a moment. If you are lurking, if you could hang around for the raid, I would appreciate that. So let me check out our raid suggestions that we have here. Oh, yeah, you're right. SXQ, however you say it, is playing like, what is it, streaming together, 100% orange juice? I don't even know what that is. But it looks like if we are including people we follow, but Nebulican has like, I don't know what this game is, but I've seen it done before. Yeah, you know what, even though we have rated him recently, I guess we can. Unless anybody has last call for raid suggestions that are people we haven't rated before. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's do a raid. Nebulican. Here we go. There we go. And if anyone's lurking, let me give you the rundown on everything. Once again, our schedule. We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays, currently alternating between this Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Gambit, and Metaphor Refantasio. There is a chance, however, that tomorrow's stream may be canceled. I will post on Discord an update as to whether or not that will happen or whether it'll be going through. Here is a link tree that's right there. I'm going to copy this over to YouTube as well, because we do have a few lurkers over there. It includes a Discord invite link, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, all the good places, so feel free to make use of that as you see fit, or as you choose not to. There's no pressure on anything else. Veer said thank you for the very silly to winner stream. Oak said good night, everyone. Quickity said thank you for the best stream. Quickity says will do. Veer said see you guys tomorrow for Metaphor. I hope so. I'll keep you guys updated. Veer said good luck for tomorrow. Oh, and that's right. We'll have the winner of the design and emote contest. Quickity said see y'all hopefully next time for Metaphor and emotes. Gasp. Quickity said if not then see y'all next time for more silly loser. The best. Oak says goodnight. Moonlight says catch y'all later. Have a good one. Vera said good night. Good night. Oak says also longa. That is Marvel Rivals. That's what we've been talking about. Wait. What's Marvel Rivals? What is Marvel Rivals? What is the Marvel Rivals? I don't know what that is. I know what Marvel Rivals is, but I don't know what you're referring to. I missed it. Anyway, I love and appreciate you all. You all are amazing. Hopefully we'll be able to see you tomorrow. I'll keep you all updated. Have a great rest of your night. Enjoy the raid. Bye, everybody. Bye. 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 And for those watching the VOD or over on YouTube, good night as well.